eating paste.
Hello, welcome to Knit Night.
Boy.
It's another Monday. Amy and I are finally getting cooler weather. It's very exciting in our parts of the country.
We are?
You said the other day you were.
I was joking.
Oh, well,
it was cool, but it still felt like it was 95.
It was below 90 though, which
That was
makes
below
a difference.
90. Yes, I guess that's a cool front. Okay.
Yeah, we might get below 90, but I doubt it. But I'm Liz, and I'm joined with Therese and her lovely patriotic American flag behind her. And make note of that space because there might be more patriotic stuff coming in the coming months.
There might be.
Amy from Two Sisters and Some Yarn, who has a new podcast up.
Finally.
And also Pro-Life Knitter. And Anne Pinkova from Politically Incorrect Knitters. And our good friend Caro, who's an amazing author and crocheter. And we have missed her greatly. That she hasn't been. And welcome everybody in chat. Hello.
And Joe Bob in spirit.
And Joe Bob in spirit, but you never know. She might pop into the chat.
You never know.
Unfortunately,
Joe Bob.
Joan couldn't be here because she and Neil have decided to get matching eye diseases. So I guess all their chatting about the spreadsheets and whatnot have made them bond. I don't know.
There's all that magazine work that he's just slaved over.
And Emily couldn't make it tonight either, but Joe Bob's in the chat, so we manifested her. She's here. So hey, yes. Joe.
I did.
We missed you. You like Amy's new cave? It's awesome.
Neil told me he was watching the podcast today and he was taking notes a la Joe style.
Of course he was. So he probably couldn't see what he was writing. It's probably going to be like, Charlie Brown when they show their writing and it just scribbly lines. So what's everybody up to knitting wise and crochet wise?
I found my cardigan that I couldn't find for the podcast.
Woohoo!
Yay! Oh, that's adorable.
So I don't have to remake
darling.
It. That is so cute.
They're way cuter on baby size.
They are. So I did see one on Pinterest that was an adult size, but it was more of a fitted. Yeah. And the sleeves were a lot narrower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't do the whole balloon sleeve thing for the baby, so
I don't like the balloon sleeves.
Yeah, so I found it, so I don't have to freak out and make her something else.
Oh, Caro, you've got fans in the chat. Emily's reminded everybody that you have a fantastic newsletter, Substack, and she's been enjoying reading your articles.
Nice.
Oh, thank you. Today I talked about why tits and butts sell. It was really good. If you have time, I would recommend it.
That's good. I read it this morning.
I really wish I was joking. I was literally talking about that.
I believed you.
No, because I was reading it. I was going, it's that game she told me about.
Yes. But on top of writing Substack, I have an announcement for you guys. I have started my own charity. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It all started when I looked at my dog and I was like, damn, you're fat. Right. And I was like, okay, so this is my fault because I'm not running you or exercising you. And so I announced to the world that I was going to do my current fitness challenge, which is called #RunWithBitches. Right. And so I did that and somebody said, you should put that on a shirt. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I will put it on a shirt. And then I was like, I don't want to collect money for this though. And so what I've done, if anybody's interested, it's runwithbitches.com. It talks about the challenge of exercising your dog. If you happen to buy a shirt or a coaster or whatever, any of the money that I make from that goes to the local animal shelter. So
that's awesome.
That's my charity. I wanted to be a person who gave back too, damn it.
You wanted to be charitable and stuff too.
Yeah.
Copy me, Caro.
Well, listen, you're dealing with little precious babies and I'm dealing with fur babies. So I'm in a different category, but parallel. Okay.
She's like, you got the babies, I got the bitches.
I got the bitches, man. And I was telling everybody at work because they were like, what did you do? It's like, I made a charity, right? And they were like, well, can my dog go? I was like, no, because your dog's a boy.
My dog's a boy.
My dog's a girl. She can play.
Yeah, run with bitches, guys. But basically all you have to do is just walk your dog twice a day. That's it. So
I don't have a dog.
You can
We
have
can-
Calvin.
You can crochet. You can
I don't know if
crochet
we-
one. You can crochet one and carry it with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
An emotional support dog.
That's it. I'm going to find a pattern. Thank you, Carol. I'm going to do that.
The look on Molly's face if I was like, "You're going to get walked not once but twice a day," and she'd be like, "What?" And I'd be like, "I know this sucks," and both of us would be miserable.
The betrayal she would feel. if you
I know,
didn't do that.
double betrayal. She's like, "This
And-
is
If I walk Lucy twice a day, she might drop dead. She hasn't been
Um,
walked in forever.
Therese, I've heard you talk about Calvin. You can keep him. I've seen the bite marks.
Oh, he doesn't walk. He prances when he walks.
Sherry has a fat batch cat. Does that count? I guess.
I guess.
Ragged.
Bitches pussy. I guess it's the same thing, right?
Hey, when we do take Lucy for a walk, which is not super super often, but because it's so hot, but I am on a petty journey to start walking more since I have medium free streets. And when we go out the front door,
I like how you
Minnie-
just slid that in there.
slid that in there.
there's
Minnie,
so much room to walk now.
I know, like 4
So much
wide. It's awesome.
activities.
Luxury roads.
The furry cat, I've gotten her to follow. She will follow us probably a good block. And she just walks behind us, and I look back and I check on her, and she's still there, and she's just.
And then she realizes what she's done.
She gets about a block and a half away, and she's like, "All right, I'll wait for you guys." And then she's laying in the front yard when we get back.
That was enough walking for her.
But she will follow us down the sidewalk. It's pretty funny. I have to try to find a video. I know I have a video somewhere of her doing it.
I've seen people walk their cats on leashes, which I just felt like at some point is the cat secretly going to kill them in their sleep for the indignity of it, or
Yeah, she's on a leash. She just follows us.
There's a couple in a neighborhood I used to live in where they would walk their dogs, and the dog was on a leash, but the cat wasn't. The cat would just follow behind.
That's
They'd
what
be
she-
with
yeah.
her group.
That's what she does. Yeah.
my sister did have a friend that had a bunny that they would walk on a leash.
That I've seen.
And the bunny would just hop along.
Because bunnies are very, very much need a lot of attention so,
Mhm.
and energy.
Tina's response.
But
I
can't
also
read it.
accept this. I
I
accept
don't
this
have a
answer.
dog, but I am a.
I mean, really, truly, we could just all go walk our own fat selves, and then we're. I mean, I too am fat and a bitch, so can I just walk myself and the dog get extra points?
Yeah, I was having a moment because when I was deciding to do this, I was kind of like, I wonder if the URL's taken, and it wasn't. And I was like, look, I like ran to my husband. I was
I
like, I
know,
need
that's-
$13 right now.
Kind of surprised it wasn't taken.
I know, right?
Right?
Yeah. And then when I was searching for Run with Bitches, all I found was like this Reddit post where it was just like guys complaining about like, bitchy women that ran next to them. And that was it.
That's awesome.
So I told
Clearly a wide open market.
I know, seriously. So I warned work. I was like, hey man, if this like takes off and becomes like my full-time gig, like I'm sorry. Run with Bitches. I gotta run with it, okay?
I mean, we could do like a charity runathon, walkathon,
Yeah. But we'll just start with the 30-day challenge right now and see if it picks up, and if it grows, I'll be super happy, and I'm sure Kissy will be not overweight anymore.
But what if she gains weight to spite you? She has all that walking.
Muscle,
I mean,
not fat.
if she gains muscle, that's fine. But right now, she kind of reminds me of like those 1920s women when they would walk and they had like the super like fluffy like whatever furry thing around. That's what she looks like to me right now. She's just got like this big fluff around. Yeah, yeah. And it doesn't help because have I been here since the puppy? Have I?
I
Yeah.
haven't heard about a puppy.
Yeah.
Once.
Oh, I adopted a puppy.
Oh.
Basically the shelter that I'm donating to is the one I adopted the puppy from, because they had a notice that said if nobody came to adopt her, they were gonna put her down, and I was kind of like, stop everything,
Right,
I'm going
right.
to the shelter right now. And so now there's a puppy in my house. Actually on stream she escaped her restraints and made an appearance. So I have that. I have that evidence right here. But shit, I distracted myself.
Puppy.
Do that.
Puppy, money. Charity.
Oh, so I got the puppy, and originally I thought Kissy wasn't overweight, but then the puppy showed up, and I was like, "Whoa, you were like fat." Come here. Come make your. Come.
How's that supposed to make her feel, huh? Younger woman in the house, and you're
I
like,
know, man.
Oh, trust me, she was kind of like, "You did not consult me about this."
Yeah.
Yeah, she had a lot to say. Come here, Papa. I know.
Aw.
Oh,
Yeah. Hello.
I can't see it.
Oh, she's being. What are you doing?
Plus, I'm just blind.
No,
I
she's
see her
she's-
little nose.
she's under the camera, and she's just.
Oh.
Normally, she climbs all over me. She knows there's a camera. She's like, "No, don't look at me. Don't look at me."
aw. Does she have big giant feet?
No, I think she's probably gonna get maybe 10 more pounds. That's about it. Yeah. Okay, fine. Melt into the floor. Okay. Come here. Come say hi. Sorry, I'm taking over with my dog now.
It's perfectly fine. We love dogs.
All right, make her big, make her big.
Okay. No.
Noelle wants to see you, sweetie.
Oh, you
Aw.
puppy.
Noelle wants to see
Look at the
you.
puppy.
Look at the puppy.
Look, they want to
Oh,
see
you're
you.
so cute.
You're internet famous now.
Aw.
Yeah.
She's like,
What's her name, Carol?
okay.
Yeah. What'd you say?
What's her name?
Her name is Jinx because she was put up for adoption on Friday the 13th, put in kennel 13, and we adopted her on a full moon.
Aw.
That covers it.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad you have her in your home, so she's safe.
Dude.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat wants to know how old she is.
When they told me she was a year, but I looked at her and I was like, she can't be more than 8 months. And so I took her to the vet, and they're kind of like, yeah, she's 8 months. And I was like, fuck yeah, I know my dog age.
God,
She said, you should go to the carnival and guess people's ages.
It only
I mean,
works
really-
on dogs.
I'm really good with dogs. It's just, I love puppies. I love puppies. I even made a charity for puppies. Have I told you about my charity for puppies?
So what are we
Brit-
getting? I'm trying to finish my Golden Girl sock for my challenge.
Woohoo.
Oh, nice.
I'm
Looks
to the
like their
cuff.
couch.
I'm to the cuff.
Is that the second sock or the first sock?
That's the second sock. So if I can finish the cuff tonight, I will have finished my challenge.
Woohoo.
And not that I can
Very
win my
nice.
own prizes, but everybody get your entries in, so you
It's
can win
the-
cool prizes.
It's until the 31st, correct?
Yes, and you don't have to finish, but you got to show me what you did.
That was part of my title was winding down because a lot of the mouths
Yeah.
are starting to wind down. Mama Nevins is finished.
Here's my sweater. Have I shown my sweater?
You're so pretty.
It's so cute. She might not wear it because it might not get cold enough this year.
It'll be
For
like
her to wear.
January. It'll be January if I can wear it.
Hey, you could get snow again. You never know.
That's
Never
sure,
know.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Now that you have that sweater and you did that cardigan, you'd be all set for winter.
What shawl are you knitting, Carol?
This is for Neil's Make Orange Great Again challenge.
Oh, yay.
So
Oh, that's pretty.
I
Oh,
Love
love
that
that.
is really pretty.
I was making some good progress, but then I got distracted by a shark challenge.
Yeah,
that does
I
happen.
like that a lot.
That'll happen.
Yeah, but I picked it back up.
Happens once a year, so you can be
Yeah.
prepared.
Yeah.
Okay, it
Too
sneaks
bad.
up.
Too bad they didn't catch that orange shark during Shark Week. That would have tied in both knit-alongs at the same time.
I was having a moment where I was like, could I finish this shawl in the designated time? And I was like, first off, I have to start it during, and there's no way I can finish it. So I was like, yeah, man, a 2-for-1 deal for me.
We got another month for Neil, I think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
at the end of September. So it knits in white satin and the orange one.
I've been dropping the ball on all knit-alongs. Like even the Lanai one, I started a blanket for it, and I decided I didn't like it that much. It's in timeout now. So
I'm really not that picky about what it is people make. Like, you could probably just tag me in anything, and I'll be like, that's great.
So
I don't think coffin blanket quite counts for 80s retro anything.
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
it could. It's
Why, they were all
Frida
old. They were-
Claxton's funeral.
Perfect.
This isn't Celia Rubinstein. Come on, man. They were old, man. There was funerals. Big
See, I've
Daddy
never
died.
seen Golden Girls, so that's really
Big
my.
Daddy died. Phil died. Frida Claxton died.
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa! What did you just say?
Big
I've
Daddy
never-
died.
She's
I've never seen Golden Girls.
Who?
I spent most of my time with Inspector Morse reruns. Okay,
Oh.
Hey, hey, Joan, thanks for updating the spreadsheet. We appreciate it.
Can't think of a.
Hi,
Okay, well, like
I watched
four
Inspector
people
Morse.
died, Anne. So coffins count.
okay.
Now
Well,
go
Not
watch
only-
Golden Girls.
Not only that, I mean, Dorothy was always threatening to send Sophia to the nursing home, and I'm sure a lot of people died there at Shady Pines.
Shady Pines, Ma.
I saw part
They
of the
set up a
episode.
fire alarm in a nursing home. Do you know how that happens to hearts that only beat half a second? Whatever she
I saw part of the episode with Burt Reynolds the other day.
said. That's a great one. Which one's a slut?
But a good show. You couldn't do that show today.
Oh no.
You know, people get offended. So, Anne, show your coffin quilt.
Sorry.
I will because I love it very, very much. It makes me so happy, and it's awesome. Hang on, it's
She's got to rush and get the pattern done so she can release it.
yes,
Oh,
into the world.
It's so cool.
See, Therese, if you hold it sideways, it doesn't look like coffins, and it wouldn't. You can do it that way.
Oh, it's coffins, baby. It's
I know it's coffins.
see?
coated in dead people.
Emily said you said Inspector
Me
Morse, and she
and
heard
my-
Inspector Gadget.
Hanging out.
Wonder.
I mean,
I have my yarn. I wound it up before we started, so when we're done, I'm gonna start. See, I can have my project bag.
I did my job of testing my one
I'm in the
coffin.
Minto Mori project bag, which I can use for this and also for Puritanical Knitting Fun Run. So
And then I
Purple
told
Beauty?
Anne I want to crochet it, so I made up the crochet coffin version.
Ooh.
Yay!
And I said, "Here, Anne, take the crochet version because
I do I like it, Ann. I do. But I told Liz before we started, I really want to make it, but I don't like coffins, so I'm not gonna do it.
In other words, you need to design a heart one, like we talked about. You know,
I
What
was
is-
just thinking when you held that up, I was just thinking, I wonder if you could, not you, anybody could adapt that to Jesus fish, like the shape of the.
Jesus. Oh.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh, like
yeah.
the geo pattern kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
thing.
Like
Yeah.
elongated and not so coffin.
And I mean, it's possible it's been done before, having a fish blanket,
oh, maybe.
probably.
I'm just
Anyways,
not into coffins, but I like
need-
yours.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I need to finish this quick as can be, and then I can get on. I can move on to other things. So I might make a second one because I am that. I don't have the problem other people do where they're like, "Oh, I've made this already. I'll never make it again." I'm like, "But I like it."
Oh, I do more than one of
She's
stuff.
like, I need to finish it so I can hurry up and make another one.
I know
Well-
nothing about that as somebody who's made 20 shawls. Like not one thing about any of that.
Ooh,
No, I
ooh.
will make the same thing over and over
Curious.
again.
Flip every other
coffin.
coffin 180 degrees and make two in the same colors, and it'll be an hourglass blanket instead.
Oh, that would be cool.
Which would
Mm.
also work for the Puritanical Knitting
Knitting
Fun
Fun
Run.
Run, because
because
hourglass is one of their
Those,
symbols.
those headstones were lousy with hourglasses. So it's
Mhm.
Yeah, but all in black? Ugh, I don't know.
doesn't
No, you don't
to
have to
be
use all black.
You're
Doesn't have to
using
all be
your the icon, the symbolism of the Puritan headstones. So only like one or two of them have to be black in order for it to count.
Is that what the fun run is? Because
I love the fact that Therese doesn't want to make a coffin quilt, but Anne's turning the hourglass quilt, and now it's also on tombstones.
It's
So, you know,
also a portent of doom. So it's great.
I'm all about doom. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm all about.
No, okay.
Most of my life has been doom-like. Okay, so that's not the problem. I just don't like
All right.
coffins. That's all.
It's
I'm
okay.
still,
Yours
I have
are
an-
lovely.
I'm
I have
still
an idea
confused.
for another blanket, which I will get to you once this is done and finished and dusted, and then I will have a second blanket idea.
In all fairness, our coffins are rectangle and above ground. Can I just do rectangles?
It has to be
Yes.
obvious it's a coffin.
Well,
Is
right
that
now,
what the
okay.
fun run is? We have to make coffins? Like, I don't understand.
No.
Okay, the
no,
fun
no.
run. Okay, the fun
No.
run goes October to November. Whips count, and you have to finish it in that time, and then we'll have a form, and the form will submit it. But the rules is that your project has to be 75% black, or we're lighting it up to dark gray. So, you have some options here. It can be black and a dark gray.
So,
I'm ready.
like charcoal gray,
Like,
right? Is
like
that dark
charcoal
enough?
gray. Yeah,
that
that's
like Tina's new gray that she did.
Yes.
that's your level of dark gray. But because we're having this lovely Memento Mori theme, you can have any percentage of black or dark gray if you are using some symbolism that is in Puritan graveyards, because that's kind of our theme. But nobody get mad at me about this, because there are no black cats or witches' hats or bats. Those cauldrons, that thing, you're like, oh, it's Halloween, so it counts. It does not count because it's a Puritan graveyard. There's a line there. So there's so coffins are cool, skulls, wings, bones of various sorts. You want a scythe for the Grim Reaper. All of that is great. Also candles, the sun, imps. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff going on with these things.
Yeah, there's even mermaids on some of the tombstones, which I found very, very unusual.
Even mermaids. So if you're like, well, Anne, you didn't list this thing, but you could documentation. If you're like, look, it was on a headstone, I'm like, that passes. It's right there. That's
Oh.
perfect.
okay.
My project is half Memento Mori. Is that okay? Because the other half is a different Latin phrase.
Sure.
Yes.
It's like the opposite of Memento Mori,
Oh yeah,
which is love your fate.
Yes, Amy.
I'm gonna admit to the internet, I don't know what that word means.
Remember,
keep
we all
saying.
die.
Wait, what?
Remember, we all die, basically.
Okay. Why was that something
She
people
skipped
forgot?
Latin class that day.
I never had. Look, in the country we didn't take no Latin. Okay, I'm sorry.
No,
But
but be mindful of your death. Live your life keeping that in mind.
Well, that's depressing.
Memento Vivare, not Memento Vivare. It's Amor Fati, which is love your fate, which is the opposite. Which goes along with Memento Mori. Since you're going to die anyway, you might as well love your fate.
Roll with it.
I'm more the Irish proverbs of let's just drink and make fun of
Well,
people
it's
until we die.
It's death
I'm not
oriented.
even Irish, but I can get along with that.
It's death oriented. I figured it would go great with the whole pilgrims and Puritans and
Vlogging will
tombstones.
continue until morale improves, kind of thing. That's my kind of
Exactly.
catchphrase.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're getting real Puritan with it. I mean, since we were lightening up our yarn standards, I thought that we should, intensify our theology a little bit.
So when you ask for people's proof of graveyards, does it have to be a really old graveyard?
It has to be a Puritan graveyard, is what she said on
Puritan
her
It has to
podcast.
be a
Who the
Puritan.
heck has Puritan graveyards just around them?
Oh no.
New England.
Oh. For the second part of the thing, sorry, because I didn't mention it, there is, so everybody who finishes gets entered for a giveaway, but there's going to be another prize given for a cool photo with your project. That doesn't have to be a Puritan graveyard. You just have to be a Puritan graveyard if you're saying, well, I knit this project because there was something on it.
Okay.
Yeah. for that level of your documentation, but you
we
don't
didn't
need
have
to
no
take it.
Puritans here, so
Yeah, it's okay. We don't have Puritans over here. Lots of Lutherans where I'm from.
my area was literally built by drunk, angry French and Spanish people. So like,
Yeah.
So
we don't
Well,
have.
Yeah, so don't worry about that part for the
We-
photo challenge. Just
We're
for
really
the
old. We're a really, really old city, but we ain't got no Puritans.
yeah, just make sure you got some skulls and bones, and you're good.
I got lots of that.
Oh yeah, and I'm excited because your graveyards are heckin' cool.
They are cool. It's been a long time since I went down there, but
That was one of the funny things about my trip to Europe is that it'd be like, let's go to the graveyards. And everyone's like, you're nuts, and I'm like, but they're really old.
Oh, I
and
know.
want to see them.
I've
I mean,
seen
I
most
have
of
gone
the
to old. I like going to really old graveyards. That doesn't bother me.
I've seen most of the Revolutionary War graveyards from North Carolina through most of Northeast and a good many of the Civil War ones.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I could go to the family plot where there's a corner where they buried the help. That's about as exciting as I can get. It's about as old as I can get. 1800s. That's about it. Not that we were the help. Not just to clarify that, but
We is the poor. just in
we
case
were
that-
the help.
Yeah.
To clarify that.
Therese, what are you making?
What am I making? Well, I didn't work on
That was a big
Really?
sigh. Are you okay?
no because
Project going on?
yes, but no. So I had like 4 socks, and I've shown them all in here, and I didn't work on any of them, but I did cast on another one because that's what you do. So I have a
Well, that's what Denise does, right, Amy?
Yeah, yeah.
I just started it today because I'm working on a project that I can't really discuss right now. And I got a third of the way through it, and I was really loving it, and everything was great. And then I'm like, I think I need to go down a needle size.
Mm.
So I'm gonna have to rip it all out, which is fine.
Oh.
But
Is that for our secret project that's not
Mhm.
quite as secret
it's
anymore?
not secret anymore, but it's still kind of secret.
Well, yeah, the details are secret, but
But yes,
the
it's for that
the
project.
blocked 2026 calendar will be pre-order soon, and the teaser pick post is on Neil's blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
stuffs.
my project got
And
to
just-
its model today, so my part of it is done.
And despite what Amy said in her podcast, not everybody is done with theirs. I'm watching you and I'm knitting on mine. I'm like, no, we're not, Amy.
Most,
No, I'm really not.
I
It's
know
not
not
gonna
everybody was, but close, But we've got time
Well-
for that part, but the ordering part,
Right. No, I just, you can't, mine has a motif.
See, next
Well,
year
you
you pick a
can't-
size 0, just like I did. You can have
Or-
her next
or a
year if you want.
child. Or a
Okay.
child.
Okay. All right. Mine is not a actual garment, so sizes don't matter. And the points are fake. So, no, it took me like 3 days to do a third of it, so I'm good. I got time.
Yeah.
Mine got to my model today and it fits, so I can just sit back and see what kind of photography they come up
Yeah.
with, which is always usually good because
They're
her
pretty
mom
good,
her mom likes being a cover model, so
Mm.
I'm sure my model will want to be as well.
Yes.
Then I got to
So-
figure out the logistics of the photo shoot, which it's fine.
That was the main reason why I wanted a model, because I didn't want to
Me too.
have my picture taken or have somebody who knew how to take pictures. I was like, nope.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to be in the pictures again. Let me get a model.
Mm.
Mhm.
I don't have anybody, so
You can borrow mine. You just got to mail it to me.
Yeah, there's no rule saying it can be the same model twice.
Yeah.
no, it's fine. It's fine. There's things called filters, and we shall use them.
My model loves to model, so I was like, yes, let me use her.
It's always good. So I'm working on my I think it's the Elton V-neck still, because I
Oh.
finally finished my 2 projects that I can't show. So got a little more
I
done on the
saw your
body.
project. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, well, you're allowed to.
It's really cool.
Thank you. And then when I'm done here, I'm going to start Anne's coffin quilt. So I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I was debating
And the
which.
second time the math is correct.
Yes.
Well, I was debating what method I was going to use, but I think I'm going to do this where you knit the strips and add a strip on
Mhm.
as you go. I did love the part where you put in there that you can always switch back and forth from Intarsia or other type. I'm thinking, Anne, you're the only one who's going to do Intarsia.
Look, y'all, it's not, they're just
We
sitting
know it's
next
not
to each
hard.
other.
We know it's
Feel
not
like
hard,
it.
man.
They're just sitting next to each other. You just twist them as you switch from one to
I know.
another.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. We
Doesn't
can
Neil
have
like
nice-
Intarsia?
He does.
Yeah. So I thought.
Neil needs to make a coffin quilt because he's got cool places in England he could take pictures of.
So
Right?
see, and since I
He's
did the
got
crochet,
original cool places. Yeah.
since I did the crochet version, Caro can make the coffin quilt.
Ooh.
That's true.
Since
Can you get
you are knitting, you are learning to knit. But
As
She
I'll
could
do
put
it.
little skulls on it too. That would be cool.
I don't know if I'm ready to knit little skulls.
But you could crochet. You could crochet them. There's tons of little crochet patterns. For
yeah,
skulls.
they're
I
actually
would-
pretty easy.
I was just looking that up while you guys were talking because I was like, I'm not doing any color stuff, so let's figure this out. Like this is the most color stuff I've ever done.
you can still just do a project that's mostly black yarn.
yeah,
So,
great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can just use the only black yarn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna close this window.
feel free to do what you like, but you can
yeah.
knit something that's black.
No,
yarn.
No, this is called energy
That's what I'm doing.
economy. An energy economy. If I only have to go up to a certain bar right now, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Man, I've always wanted to do that illusion knitting.
I don't know.
There's some cool skull ones for that.
Is that like where
yeah.
you just look like you're doing something?
I don't even know how it works.
It's like when people knit for
It's with
TV,
slip
and you're
stitches,
like,
I
"Oh,
think.
girl, that's not how you hold that."
It's like when you look at it straight on, it doesn't really look like anything, but then when you look at it flat, you can see the image.
Oh.
And I'm not sure how people do it because I've never done it.
Is it
Somebody
Melody?
did it for our project, right?
Yeah, Melody. I think, but I think she also did something for Blocked, or she's doing something for Blocked. for
Yeah,
it.
so that would be cool because I think you have to do a contrast. I think of black and a light color. So that and I know there's skull ones because I've seen patterns for the
Yeah.
skull ones.
Yeah.
So that'd be
But
cool.
to show this off, it is just a garter plain knit
Yeah.
blanket with increases and decreases.
Yeah, no, it was
There's
easy.
It's nothing crazy.
You don't have to join as you go like Ann's doing. I was just did one single, and you could join them all later because I am paralyzed by color choice placement fear. So
I just gotta grab that stick and
I
pull.
know, but I just
Gotta.
unless it's scrappy, it's just like
I think I know how I'm going to do mine. I think I'm going to do them in one order when the coffins go up, and then the reverse order when they go down, and then just keep repeating that.
Yeah.
So,
Though I
you know,
say that as if I haven't started with a new yarn and went, oh no, and had to pull it out. Like that.
So-
that ain't gonna work.
and what are you going to make your next one out of? Is it going to be another fingering weight, or are you going to go up to DK?
No, well, my problem is when it comes to planning projects and things is that I have to think about it for like a really, really long time. So like right now, I'm only just figuring out a project that I want to use with the Knit Long and Prosper sock yarn I got last year.
Oh yeah. That,
But no, with Tina's Halloween yarn, I was like, that would rock.
that would
for
rock.
coffins. So yeah, DK.
Yeah.
Because this, okay, I only did this one in fingering weight because there were so many colors that I had that I thought worked well, and they were all in fingering weight. But yeah, this was. I will admit that was not wise. I'm having fun here, but
I think it would be kind of cool marled too.
that's what I was just going to say. You could marl it with a neutral color.
Yeah, like hold the
Not white.
neutral or whatever.
Not white.
black the whole time. That'd be cool.
Not white.
Not white, 'cause
Cleaner.
that's trashy. But this would be an ample opportunity to hold the black with it and do other
Yeah.
colors that go with, to do the
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Then it wouldn't be fingering weight. You wouldn't want to die in your coffee.
I think it just all works together. The wanting to die and the coffee.
And then I want to die in the black. Yeah, it all works together. Just morbid. All the morbid.
Yeah, when I told Neil about the theme for the puritanical, and he's just like, "Dude, do you have a problem?" I'm like, no, I did the coffins thinking about the puritanical. He's like, does someone need to check in on you? I'm like, maybe, but also they're connected. They're
No.
not separate. Like, come on.
But Anne's not depressed. She gets
And then you
excited
don't even
about
know the
these
whole
things.
other make along she's been plotting that is a little dark as well.
There was a time when I was in a math class, and I can't remember what the mathematical theory we were talking about was, but they were trying to explain it to me. And without thinking, I was like, oh, you're talking about rigor mortis and about how like energy and da 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 da. And she was like, yes, I am. And why do you know that? And I was like, because I'm morbid.
Yes. That's how things go. I mean,
I like
if you
morbid
think
stuff.
about it, the majority of my knit-alongs are a little morbid. The ones that I'm like, yeah, I have a great idea for Shark Week. The shark gets you. What's with that?
But nobody gets hurt in Shark Week, so not even
Well,
the
I
shark.
think the people that have to rip out their projects are a little hurt.
That hurts a little. That hurts a little.
You didn't have that many this year, though, did you?
No?
No,
Huh?
I forget how many. It was under 10 though.
Yeah, it was tough. I feel like it was the least,
That was good.
Yeah.
So
Someone's taking a Wildknit
Ooh.
Diva's taking an illusion knitting class in October.
Oh, cool. Good
Yeah,
time.
it's kind of like brioche. You have to have two high contrast. Yeah.
So Cassie says Anne's just embracing her goth side.
Yeah. You okay, Anne?
Anne's what happens when you're gothy and also homeschooled.
She's a homeschool
Yes.
goth.
I love you, Anne. Don't choke to
Please
death.
don't die.
It's nice that Neil was worried about her, though.
Like he's got room to talk. He's pretty morbid. I think we're all pretty twisty. I don't know what he's talking about.
It's all the true crime we watched.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And the cop cams. Oh my God.
Cap cams.
I saw a meme the other day. It said Netflix should just revert to 2 buttons: murders and cakes. Like that's
Yeah.
pretty much what people watch.
Yes.
Ooh, speaking of murders and cakes.
Are you okay, Anne?
No, I'm fine. Sorry. But new season of Bake Off is coming. I'm
That's what made me. That's why they
Yeah, I
posted.
saw that.
Yay.
No, but my goth girl side. Okay, the amount of times in my life where someone has looked at my like tweety, nerdy, Bill Buckley listening self and said, "Hey, can you knit a skull on something for me?" And I've said, "Sure," is a lot of times. Like I have made so many weird knit skulls, like just by the mile.
I like your shooting gloves because those were very cool with skulls.
Yeah, those are pretty awesome. I do love my shooting gloves.
That's how
I still
Alyssa
need
is.
to
She
make
has.
that hat.
Go ahead.
No,
What?
sorry. I still need to make a hat and scarf set for my brother to match the gloves that I made him.
Oh, that'll be cool.
But yeah. And one of these days, I'm going to do the big Punisher sweater with a giant skull. I'm going to be so happy. Anyways.
So
My
Annie,
daughter-
what are you doing after what are you doing after you finish what you're working on now? Another baby blanket?
Oh yeah, there's always the baby blanket, and I'm working on the petty hats. Of course, the petty
Oh
hats.
yeah, the medium hat.
Until all the petty medium people have hats. And then I'm trying. I
There's
have
a
other-
fellowship of hats.
a fellowship of petty hats. I've got a cardigan for the size 0 that I need to try on her, see how it fits her. And I'm trying to work out the quilt that I really like, the one that was like a star. I know we talked about it a couple times in the
Mhm.
chats. I'm trying to work out how to do it in like corner to corner strips. So I got one started, but I don't think that's how I want to do it. So now I gotta workshop it. But I really, really have to work on a project that Neil did me a chart for my evil plan to try to best someone off of the cover of Blocked. So
Ooh. Who could that be?
but I need to make the thing so that the other person that I need to accomplish this evil mission can wear the thing.
Mhm.
So so I need to
I'm
do
sorry,
that.
I'm a little shocked. I just noticed in the chat Neil said he didn't have tea bags in our other chat, and that just throws me off because
What?
he's an Englishman. Yeah, weird.
I mean, does he have loose tea? You can wrap that thing up in a coffee filter or something? I mean, come
Well,
on.
because
that'd be
Anne
nice.
suggested he put tea bags on his eyes.
Yeah, on your eyes, yeah.
But he said he had no tea bags, and I'm just thrown by that.
What? That
I
feels
thought
like
that was a requirement.
Times
I
are
know.
rough.
I feel like that's like a way to get kicked out of the country.
That's right. Get deported for no tea
Yes,
bags.
we-
Sir, I'm on my last tea bag. Seems something that would happen. I don't know. I've never been to England.
I have so much tea. I went on a spree a couple years ago and bought all this tea from Adagio. And now I have to get to drinking it because, and I keep seeing more, and I'm like, no, you may not.
I know. I've tried to be not order tea until we go through some of it because we have a lot. Fortunately, so my son's doing book reviews.
I did that for a stretch to try to make myself like tea as much as I like coffee.
Oh,
It
he's
didn't work.
trying to get kicked out of the country.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, Adam, long time no see.
Hey, Adam.
Adam,
I can't see the chat, but hello. Hello.
our punniest person.
Teresa's still just across the water from you. All you got to do is swim across.
You
Get your little
come
kayak.
across Lake St. Clair, and I'll come get you.
Soon
Well,
it'll
sure.
freeze and you can walk across the ice floe.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait till winter, and then you can walk across. Yeah, but we got Border Patrol here.
Just throw a MAGA hat on and talk about how much you.
I'll throw
like
one
food
across
quotation.
the river to you, and then you. We'll do it.
We're just ice skating, officer.
We're distance skaters. We go
They make
from
you
landmass to
out at the
landmass.
border and see if you get your O's right.
Border Patrol they're on their game here, which is good.
Yes.
Very good. I see them in town all the time. I'm like, hello, sir. Thank you.
Okay, at least they're not getting assaulted all over the place like the
No, not here.
ICE officers are and doxxed.
Well, we have some creepy guys coming over. But it's not like, elsewhere.
Excuse me. So we only have nips and white satin, Summer on the Lanai, and Make Orange going right now, right? And the main ones.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is I haven't heard much about Jackie's 80s one. Did we just totally miss that one? Or?
She hasn't been posting, so I don't know what's going on with
I
that.
don't know.
I kind of.
I can remember how long it was to begin with because I was kind of overwhelmed with all the other ones, but
She hasn't had a video, so it's like hard to know what's going on with it.
Okay.
she's all right.
The illusion knitting thing, it's just stripes of 2 colors, 2 rows at a time, and knits and pearls. It's really easy, but there's no memorable repeats, so you have to keep looking at the pattern.
That's
Oh,
the problem for me.
Okay. Okay. That'll be my
Don't
problem.
get distracted.
Yeah.
My brioche experiment. Yeah.
Not to keep bringing it back to this, but let me tell you, I've made a lot of mistakes here, and they're so easy to fix. Another great. Like, oh crap, I missed an increase. That's all right though. It's fine. It's cool. It's your buddy. No, no.
Anne's really doing good promoting this. Like it.
I want everybody to buy a copy of this pattern when it's out. Buy 3 for your friends.
I don't have any friends.
No
Other
coffee
than us.
friends.
Other than us. Well, I should have a couple strips at least, hopefully, maybe more done before you release it, but depends on how fast they go.
You know what? I would actually, she doesn't watch this, I don't think. I would actually make one of those for Alyssa because she's all about, I mean, she has Halloween decorations up all year round. So not the, you know, she has like creepy stuff all up around. And she got me to get the salad tongs that are bones. They're like skeleton hands that are salad tongs, which are kind of funny.
You know what I was thinking with it? I don't know if it would work exactly the same, but you know that pattern that's like I guess there's rectangles or whatever, but it makes it look like a 3D block because they're 3 different shades.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
what you're talking
You
about.
could
Like
probably
Hubert?
kind of do that. Yeah, you could probably kind of do that with the coffins, and then it wouldn't look quite so coffin-y if it was just more like a, optical illusion kind of thing.
I would like the Cubert one because that's kind of cool.
You know, if you did like a dark and, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to make that work, but I'm just saying.
So the 80s Malice started. It's Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, I just don't know what's going on with
And
that.
how long do we have? So that's the key. That's the key. Is how long do we have?
And wasn't it? It was like 80s cartoons, and then it was like Prince.
There was something Prince, I
I
thought,
don't know.
because I
Yeah,
was excited
I-
about the Prince
yeah.
part.
I don't
Yeah, I'm laughing at Neil's comment.
know.
He's not going to not witches.
Well, no, because it's about Puritan graveyards. What kind of...
They didn't bury the witches there.
I mean, they might have.
Look at Kara winding yarn.
Probably in a different graveyard, probably.
I know.
I don't know. Because the thing is with the Salem witch trials is that the whole thing, like, that happened, but then afterwards, like, that entire group were really embarrassed about it. Like, they weren't like, yeah, this is a great thing. They were like,
Oops.
yeah, things got out of hand,
They
and that was
ended with
not
great
good.
again. Oh, that's funny. on them.
But anyways, and then most of it afterwards was all about the play and supposed to be about McCarthyism. So that also overblown everything that happened. So anyways. But yeah.
What play? You're talking about the Crucible?
Yeah, that one.
Okay, I thought you were talking. I must have got lost because I heard burning witches and the next thing McCarthyism. I'm like,
Yeah, I
where
heard
did
that.
that
There's
several
also-
hundred years? Where did that several hundred years of history go?
Wait,
I mean,
what?
there is the Salem play too. There's a lot of plays about the Salem
Yeah.
witch trials.
Yeah.
But I'm like, did I lose time because now we're talking about McCarthy?
Yeah, but I mean, it was a thing that happened, but the way that it became popularized and everything down the years was a little anyways.
Well,
But all that to say, where it's a Puritan thing, because they contributed to this nation. We are a nation in which you can take whatever your little deal is and take it to whatever extreme you like, which works out. Anyways, Puritans did a lot for the country, and it's funny. So that's what we're doing.
Mom and Evan says the current spreadsheet has 10 active mounts. I haven't looked at it recently, clearly.
What? Uh-oh. Because I dipped out of all of them. I mean, I finished 4 of them, but I don't know about the other one.
Oh, I forgot Summer of Murder's still going on too.
Oh, Summer
Oh, yeah.
Murder. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, so Summer of Murder and Golden Girls ends the same time. So then that'll be less.
I'm not doing Summer Murder.
And I didn't do
Very
whatever
cool.
the sock one was. There was some kind of sock one from Mama somebody, and I don't this is as far as I can get on socks. So
Oh yeah, the Pendle Witches. I've heard that story.
Do it.
Alice Nutter. Isn't that from Good Omens, Adam?
It sounds like it.
I think that was the witch in Good Omens.
Who's the one that's in Discworld? Granny somebody.
Granny Weatherwax, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, is that it? Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't waiting for this book from my son to read because his roommate's little brother just published his first novel.
Nice.
And self-published. It came out like 3 days ago, so my son ordered the paperback because he doesn't like ebooks. So I'm waiting for that to read.
Nice.
We didn't realize till after we read the blurb, and then he explained it to me that it's sci-fi.
Okay.
But it's really difficult to tell when you read the blurb. And then
That's not a good sign.
I know I said whoever wrote the blurb did not do a very good job on this part. But it's his first book, so I'm like, that's my next read after I read the cheesecake book from the Golden Girls one.
Any guess? It's
He was very excited to have his first book published.
I would be too.
Yeah, good for him.
Any I got to get back to the Discworld.
I'd have to start over.
Yeah. Oh, so good. So good.
7 broads for 7 brothers. I thought it was brides.
Right.
It's confused in his mind.
There's our Adam.
Sorry, I had to get a cushion for my butt. This Wayfair chair is not super comfy.
Oh, well, I can give you this one here because I'm whatever.
Yeah, Neil saying interesting thing about the witch trials. If they were found innocent, they still weren't released from jail until they paid the jail rent and food bill. Most ended up dying anyway. Well, if King James hadn't been convinced that the witches were trying to kill his wife, there wouldn't have been quite so much problems against him. But he pushed the people to go after the witches.
I know very little about this subject, so I have no idea.
Me neither.
I saw a documentary about it.
I know a lot about it.
Okay. Well, Adam needs to go to New York and actually listen to you, Tina, and then he can get your accent down pat.
Oh,
4 mouths in this weekend.
Okay.
okay.
There you go. Get your knitting in. Hashtag in.
Yep.
I don't know a lot about the witches. I mean, when I hear about the puritanical stuff, all I think of is Hester Prynne.
Yep.
All I think about is how my people had to hide to have church, so I don't know. I don't got nothing.
That was what, 5 years ago, right?
A long time.
They weren't very tolerant
I can do
to
it.
differing religions back then.
And they kind of aren't now. So, you know.
Yep. These things
Six
seem
more.
to be coming back around.
Yes.
6 more rounds. I can do it.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh, actually, the next thing I have to make after I finish this sock is make more of those flowers, that blanket, so I can finish.
Oh,
it.
yeah. Oh, did you get the rest of the yarn you were needing?
Yeah, and it's just there's so many flowers. Why? Why did I do that?
That's true, Tina or Adam. Women with cats were a threat to democracy in the Dark Ages.
Yeah, knitting a blanket going, whose idea is this?
I know, right? I should have placed the flowers further apart so I didn't have to make so many of them.
Yeah.
But it does look really cool and it looks like a bouquet, but I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of flowers to make.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
thought
it's
the pattern.
pretty.
I could see it being cute for a baby blanket.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need so many flowers to do the perimeter.
I should have done like, and it's not even that big a blanket, it's just gonna fit on her lap, but I should have done like the space between the flowers like a leaf.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you still have to crochet it, but at least not all those flowers, you know. So,
Mm-hmm. Next
'cause
time.
when you curl it up, it's still gonna look like a bouquet. So
Yeah. Texas Sheep Lady says politically incorrect is about to start.
What?
What do you know about that, Dan?
Did you know
Did
that,
you
Ian?
know about this?
Certainly not.
How does it start
Uh-oh,
without
They
you?
went rogue.
I don't think so. I really don't.
She's like, please hold while I consult the wife.
Please hold while I turn my sound off and open YouTube in another window. Be
Oh,
kinda
Adam.
weird.
Adam.
What'd he say? I can't see.
He said Hester Prynne was racist. She consorted with the white man instead of a melanated illegal alien. But they weren't illegal aliens. The white people were the illegal aliens. And the native people lived there first.
Oh.
Neil wants to know, do you add the flowers in the last round or do you make individual flowers and join at the end?
You can
I don't know what
technically do it, make the flower and curl it up and move along, but essentially you're making each of the flowers and adding it. Because otherwise you'd have to
Oh, Indians don't count. Silly me.
carry the yarn. So
Do you have to leave, Anne?
No, not that I can see. I'm not sure what she's talking about.
do you have something scheduled that's wrong?
Hmm.
No, not that I can see.
YouTube might have screwed up. Let
Yeah.
never do that, but
Because I have it y'all set too, so it would tell me if it would have popped up on mine and said
Yeah,
over.
I don't.
I think YouTube just be a little screwy there.
weird.
Texas Sheep Lady, can you help us understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I. Not seeing nothing.
Just like mine took 8 hours to upload last night.
Hmm.
She was like 12:30. I'm like, well, I didn't post it then. I tried it at like 4 o'clock, but
Because it was YouTube shock at there being a new episode.
I know. They were like, wait, what's
I
happening?
can't handle it.
that's supposed to be a
Well,
hacker.
and,
Like she doesn't make podcasts.
And
Did
did
you?
you see that Michelle formerly of oh gosh, I'm losing
Knitting.
all names today, but it's Knitwit and the Sticks now.
Naughty
Yeah.
Nitwits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's formerly, yes. That she
But-
had a new podcast out.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
did not see
So
that.
I have to watch it. I
I
have
have
it.
to make sure I'm still subscribed and they didn't unsubscribe me because
Well, she has her own channel, doesn't she?
yeah, Knitwit,
Yeah.
Knitwit in the sticks.
Yeah.
Nitwits. Yeah, and yeah.
I saw about half of it before getting on. She's thinking of moving to Texas.
Yeah, because she went and visited her
Uh-huh.
daughter down there and whatnot.
Yeah, because her daughter was in Maryland at Fort Meade. And then I guess she went to Texas and they went and visited. And she's like,
Yeah.
oh, hell yeah.
That was funny.
Mhm. And I'm
I'm like,
like,
Michelle, why don't you come down in August, September?
all right.
Texas Sheep Lady said she had the wrong date.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Shoot. Anne is relieved, I think.
Relieved, but still confused.
Jeez, Adam. I think Harriet Beecher Stowe would have quit besainting all black dudes if she had had a Haitian in her neighborhood waving machete and eating her geese.
Maybe.
Very possible.
Very possible.
Amy, did you at least get to announce your sponsor on your podcast?
I did. And there's 2 codes. There's 2 codes since, we take so long to podcast. I wanted to make sure the September code was in people's, hands too. So if you go to the podcast, the Two Sisters and Some Yarn podcast and Never podcasts, you have 1 week. You have till the 31st to use the So Fetch code for 15% off a Wynneth Yarn and Fiber. And then next month you can do Back to Cool with the number 2. Not school, cool.
Like Prince does. Yeah.
And she's gonna have some really cool yarn for the Puritanical Fund.
Oh, I know.
run. So once she but now that Anne has clarified the other part of the rules, because Tina was thinking that it might not all count because it has to be black or gray.
Yeah, but I
Right.
mean, you have options between the two. If your
Right.
project is just black or
Right.
gray, that counts.
Do what you want, basically.
Yeah.
But if it's not 75% gray, dark gray, or black, then it must follow these rules.
Right.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So some of the colors she had done, she was like, I don't know if they're going to be black or gray enough. And Now that you clarified that, I'm like, well, I don't think it'll be a problem. People could get whatever they want.
Say okay.
So she did
I
some
have
really
my
cool.
yarn.
Why
She did
would
some really
any,
cool ones. So
why would anyone want anyone move to
Cheers.
where 2-year-olds know what a drought is?
well, I mean, I could say why would anybody want to live where 2-year-olds know what a flood is, but nature's gonna try to kill you wherever you are. So
That's true.
Drought.
Especially where I live. Don't move here.
I've lived here 26 years. It's been in drought the entire time.
I've lived here my whole life, and it's mostly been flood though, flood and hurricane. So
Well, you do kind of live in a swamp.
It's just sad we can't meet in the middle, Ames, you
I
know.
know. I
Yeah.
know.
Kansas.
Are there mosquitoes
They
there?
have tornadoes.
Yeah.
So
Kansas isn't bad.
So, Caro, do you have anything exciting going on you want to tell us that promote, or besides your charity? Any new books or anything?
I'm like
Articles?
going through my mental Rolodex of everything that we have going on right now. So we just launched our 5th Ripazine. So that features a short story that's titled Blue Shift Tryouts, which is a speedster character that's written by Andrew Rodriguez, who is a member of our internal team. It's his first debut story, so we're really happy about that. So it's an all ages story, so if you're looking for something to give to your kids, that's pretty good. I can't promise that for the previews that are in the magazine. I think we have like Blood Ruth in there, so I would screen that if you don't want your kids to see that. Let's see, I already told you guys about the charity. I'm trying to think about what.
Out.
Huh?
Horseman 2 just
Boyfriend came out. Yeah, Boyfriend came out last week. I was really excited because let me tell you what happens when these drops happen. I'm always like, hey, are we dropping something next week? And it's like, I don't know, let me think about it. And then Tuesday comes around, it's like, okay, we're gonna drop this on Thursday. I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, let's okay, guys, everybody's working late, let's go. I think that's really it. I think that's all I can honestly talk about. Yeah, that's all I can talk about. I'm pending on travel because I might be going to Salt Lake, but I don't know. I actually need somebody to respond to me. And then I know I'm going to San Antonio for SpaceCon. So if anybody else happens to be in San Antonio going to SpaceCon, I will be there. I'll probably be dressed up as the Ripalorian again.
cool.
Yeah. Yep, that's it. That's all I really got going on. I'm really boring, guys. I'm sorry.
Only all of this stuff.
Any new books on the horizon?
I'm working on. What am I allowed to talk about? Yes. For myself, what I'm writing on, there's 2 books I'm working on. One is called The Hanged Queen, which is the second book that follows Queen of Swords and Silence, which was my debut book because I've just sat on this Hanged Queen forever. And then the one after that is another story. It's called Blood in the Rain. So that's a dark fantasy story. But
Yay.
it's on the horizon. I'm not done with them yet, so it's exciting.
It's exciting.
But you guys should go to runwithbitches.com and check it out. And then if you happen to, again, to buy any of that merch, all of the net profits go to the local animal shelter in my area. Thank you. I'm gonna be marketing the fuck out of that.
Oh, Adam.
And I am still shamelessly selling the stitch stoppers for the babies.
For the babies.
For the babies.
There should
You
be no shame involved.
Run with babies. There you go. Run with babies.
For the babies.
Adam, are you going to dress up like Lawrence of Arabia?
Nothing more British than a little
Well, he
Orient.
said a Bedouin Arab, so and that was Lawrence of Arabia dressed up like that, and he was British. He's reading Margaret. You're reading Margaret Atwood, really?
Which one?
The Blind Assassin.
Ooh, that's Carrie Smith's favorite author.
Margaret Atwood.
Carrie's been killing it lately.
I could not get into The Handmaid's Tale. Sorry.
I like The Handmaid's Tale, but not the series. The book was good.
Yeah. I watched the series for a while and I was like, I'm done.
I watched, and then once they went away from the book, I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm like, no, this is
He said he could do it. He has blonde hair.
okay.
So, I saw another Disney movie that they're talking about making a sequel to, which is very strange choice, but Cool Runnings.
Oh yeah, you said that. That sounds good.
And-
That's so silly.
And I'm just like, the more I thought about him,
Why?
No, thank you.
No.
No, thank you. I'll watch all my old school stuff.
Yeah. Be me and my Golden Girls over here.
Yeah, it's just like we were watching the Twilight Zone the other night.
Oh, I
It's
love
like,
Twilight Zone.
yeah, it's like whatever. We didn't want to. We got a little tired of watching. We got a little fatigued from watching the cop cam stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
you
football
can-
season's almost
Yeah.
here. So.
Yeah.
Twilight
So
not for
So-
certain people named Sanders.
so the Twilight Zone came out, and it's like, oh, let's watch that for a while. Yeah.
The William Shatner episodes are so good.
Oh, I know.
Oh, David, the other night. So you know how it'll suggest stuff for you, and it was here's William Shatner with his wonderful voice, and he's doing a remake of some song. I don't know what song it was. I don't even remember.
Rocket Man.
Oh, from his album.
Rocket Man. Yes, it was. It was Rocket Man. And David's like, oh, let's watch that. He has a great voice. And I'm like, you don't
He's never
understand.
seen that.
You
He
can't.
never.
You can't hear his wonderful voice because he's not singing.
No, he talks
You
all
Rex
the time.
Right.
He did a
had
whole
watched
album.
it, and I was like, okay, here we go. And he's smoking a cigarette while he's doing it. No,
That's awesome. I love that video.
it's
It's so bad.
it's so bad that it's
All I can hope is they played his version when he went up into the SpaceX things or whatever he went up in, the blue or
Oh,
whatever
the
thing.
Blue Origin.
Yeah. I hope they played his version of that song.
Probably not, but
it's too long. It's like 20 minutes long.
Stop.
Just-
It is long.
stop, Adam.
Just keeps going.
Hey,
what?
Rod Sterling got his start because Lucille Ball
Oh
funded
Lord.
Twilight Zone and Star Trek.
One of my favorite ones is the shoot. The book. The Book of Man or whatever. And at the end of it, she's like, it's a cookbook. It's like the best episode. I love that one.
I knew that.
Stop. And the one of is it the librarian? No, the obsolete man.
Oh,
Where
okay.
they render him obsolete, and he gives like this big long speech, and it's basically anti-commie speech.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love that episode.
Night Gallery, Adam says, was awesome too.
Which one's that one?
I don't remember.
Wasn't there a movie that came out that was based off of one of the Twilight episodes? I feel like I remember
Probably.
because I remember seeing the movie.
Material there, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I can't remember what
Some
it was
of them
because
are really lame, like boring, and
Yeah.
some of them are really good.
I don't know. Once you've seen somebody on the outside of your plane wing as a child, the first time you get fly in a plane, you're really disappointed when you don't see someone sitting out there.
That was a really good one. And the other one where him and the woman go to the town, and he's obsessed with the fortune telling thing, I think, on the table.
Yeah.
He's waiting for a job offer or something like that.
Hmm.
I forget how that one ends, but he's pretty good at that one. They always play him on July 4th and Thanksgiving. Maybe on Sci-Fi they do like a marathon, so I always just like turn it on and just catch it throughout the day. And the doll one with Telly Savalas, that was a really good one too.
Outer Limits is good too. Yeah, that was a fun show. That came on.
Also, not to be a Pluto shill, I kind of am though. They do have a channel.
They do. So does Roku. Roku has a whole Twilight Zone channel, and a Murder She Wrote channel, and a Carol Burnett channel, and a Doctor Who channel.
Important stuff.
I know.
So, also have Star Trek channel. So in
Yeah,
my
that's true.
rewatching of all the Star Treks, just got to season 5 TNG, everybody. But like so many of these, I'm like, whoa, I remember this episode. I forgot when they first introduced the Trill and Crusher has a boyfriend and he's really great, and then he dies, and it's like, oh no, but it's really the bug inside of him. And so they put it into Riker, and she's okay with it being Riker. She's not okay when it's a chick later. She's like, that's my line, not doing it. Like, I love this. Haven't
Now,
got to the
now
ghost
she'd be
angle yet.
canceled.
Yeah.
Well, they do have the kind of ending like maybe one day we'll be okay with this. But it's like not today though. Anyways, good time. Love me.
I
some
should be a nice wife one day and sit and watch all the Star Treks with my husband, but I just don't want to.
Well, there's a reason.
I just don't want to.
I just don't feel like it.
want to. Jeez. 14, 16, 18, 20. Almost.
I had to owe an apology to one of my coworkers because I told her that Deep Space Nine was the most boring season of Star Trek ever, and she was like, "You take that back, it's great." And I was like, "No, it's trash, right?" And so we got into like this back and forth about it, right? And my husband decided that he was going to watch all of Deep Space Nine with a friend, and he was like, "Do you want to watch it with us?" And my first thought was no, but then it was like, I really need to work on this shawl, so yes, right? So I watched it, and then I was like, damn, this is actually good. Like, what the fuck, right? And so I went to my coworker, and I was like, all right, you're right. It's not absolute trash, and I was wrong, and I understand. And Cisco is in fact the witch doctor in space, and she was like, you take that back.
Love Deep Space Nine, man.
He's just got like that's like sing song, like
I know he
tempo, yeah.
purrs, and it's kind of threatening.
Yeah. Well, even like when he's talking to like even when he's chewing people out, there's like it's almost like he's singing at them, you know. And I always like really appreciate how he goes from kind of like chewing somebody out to being like, okay, we're done with that. Let's go get burgers.
It's kind of a Grim Reaper grin the whole time.
Yeah. That's why I call him the witch doctor of space.
I know it.
My husband was watching whatever the most recent one is. I don't remember what it is.
I don't know.
But
I watched Count like 3 series ago.
He said it's so bad. It's just like he's like, it's not even that it's woke, which it is woke, but he's like, it's not. He's like the commentary and the dialogue and the canon is just like, so he said some of the lines they give Spock. He's like, Spock would never say that. Like, it just doesn't fit who the characters were supposed to be in canon. I don't know enough about Star Trek to know, but he could rant about it. But he just said the dialogue was just drivel. It was just bad.
It was probably written by AI.
Oh, that's true.
A lot
I
of
think
things are.
Kathleen Kennedy's still running the ship, so that's gonna, until she's not running the ship, it's gonna be bad.
I don't know. Wish they just do new things and leave old things alone.
Yeah. No new things. Only old
I
things.
think it's just like they don't know what to do and they're frantically trying to bring people back. So they're like clinging to nostalgia, but like in clinging to it, they're not honoring it. They're just kind
Right.
of
Right.
bastardizing it. I mean, like, what the fuck was that Ghostbusters movies with the chicks? I
Oh,
forgot.
that was awful.
Yeah, no, it doesn't exist to me, right? But they were trying to use the nostalgia. It's like Ghostbusters, but what if by women? And originally
Right.
I was like, I guess we could see what happens with that. And then I remember watching one of the trailers and I was like, this is going to be complete ass. And my favorite part was one, I didn't go see it because after watching 2 different trailers, I was like, there's no way I'm giving this my money. But then the actresses got butthurt because basically fans were like, you don't exist to us. Like this film never happened. And they're like, no, we contributed. It's like, no, you're erased from time. We're doing it right now.
No eye contact. Don't look him in the eyes.
Yeah, and then when Afterlife came out, they were just kind of like, you're not going to acknowledge any of our contributions. And of course, like the director was like, no.
Well, it's like, what was the stupid, the Acolyte one? that they're talking about how great it was, but it got canceled because nobody watched it.
How great it is that nobody watched it.
Yeah.
Actual gay black communist witches.
That used the Force to make babies without men. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because men were evil.
Oh my goodness. Glad I didn't watch that. Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
curious to see how the whole Harry Potter thing goes, because
Listen, all you have to do is keep all of like those children and especially like the redheads away from the internet. Just keep them away. Just tell them you can't engage. Right? Stay off Facebook, no X, no Instagram, no nothing. Any posts that happen are done through your agency. It's not through you. Like you will never touch this shit. We're gonna protect you.
It's like you're going to play Harry Potter in the 90s by immersion. We're
right.
method acting in a very specific way.
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll thank us for this in like 10 years.
Yet we've ruined Snape, so
That was one of my better blog posts that I talked about. It was great. I was like, Snape's black now, and let me tell you why that's bad.
Well, and you already talked about it, whatever. But
No, we can talk. I mean, we can talk about it. Just because I wrote something about it months ago doesn't mean we can talk about it now.
it's okay. So I did not go and see the latest Superman movie. Okay,
What?
I know, crazy. I like Superman, but in the general, I saw Christopher Reeves and I liked that sense. Okay?
Right.
I'm not going to claim to be a super fan or anything, but it's the whole with the Batman. It's the whole thing where it's like they just don't kill his parents; they kill his parents. Like, let's destroy them reputationally. Let's destroy their character.
Yeah.
Let's destroy a lot. And that's what they did in Superman, from everything I hear about, his
Yeah.
space parents.
Oh,
So,
it's like
no, yeah.
Now with Black Snape and James Potter. Like,
I think what James was trying to do, but he did it like ass. Was there's like a scene where Superman's like on his sun table getting like his sun rays to like recover, right? And they're like, play the footage of his parents, it makes him happy, right? And then so it plays his space parents with like the corrupted recording, so parts of it go missing, right? And then at the end, plot happens, and so when he's on the sun table recovering from the movie, they're like, play the recording of his parents. It soothes him, and so what they do is they play his Earth parents instead. So that's what he was trying to do, and as I described that to you, that sounds really wholesome, right? But in actuality, it was executed like shit.
Yeah.
well, but also, both Guardians 2 and 3 were horrendous, but it's also kind of the same thing. And I know in comic books, there's, again, haven't read them, but I know there's some precedent for Star-Lord's dad being a jerk. But still, it is kind of the same concept with that he keeps playing with these things. It's the same old tale.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at Moana and Pocahontas. It's literally the exact same movie, just in a different location.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that they had cast Margot Robbie and Timothy Chalamet to play Catherine and Heathcliff in Wuthering Heights, and turn it into a BDSM movie, basically.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Sorry, go ahead.
wasn't part of Heathcliff's problem because he was not your typical white Englishman?
Yep.
Then
Well-
taking that part of his personality out of the character makes an entirely different character.
Well, I would also. So I've just seen a couple set photos, and the costumes are painfully bad. It's like, what time period are you? You don't know. But so I am not a fan of the book Wuthering Heights.
Oh, I
mean,
hate the book.
Yeah, I mean, like, I get why it's a classic because it's very striking, but I'm just hateful people beginning to end. But movie adaptations of Wuthering Heights, says the gal who says she hated the book, but she's seen several movie adaptations. I have a problem. But every time they're like, no, we're going to make this racy, I'm like, these people are insane. It's like, why do you have to add to the text? It's a classic for a reason. It's like, now we're going to change this, we're going to change that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess there's an orgy in it.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
all the time,
Oh.
always. The Bronte sisters were like, you know what? I don't think that this book is like got enough orgies in it. I think we should really up our game here.
We haven't been causing enough cultural waves with our writing as it is. Let's just do something completely inappropriate that nobody in this time period was ever writing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I'm just, oh, hey, gals. Yeah, you know how we've written some of the most iconic characters, except for you, Anne, but your books are still good. And she's like, thanks. And I think we should add some orgies in this.
Yeah, I just
Oh.
when the characters are so unlikable, are they trying? They think that they're just throwing a bunch of weird sex in is going to make them more likable. Like,
Well,
I don't-
maybe these directors just need something they can relate to.
I think what's happening. I think what's happening. Hear me out here. Is that when a project gets greenlit for production, right? The producers are there with the director, and they're going through the list of people that they could cast for this. And first thing they do is go through all the hot models that they want to bang, and offer them a place first. And then they're like, okay, so now that you've signed on, you're gonna get naked.
Right. It's possible.
seems legit. I mean, some of the casting on movies in the last few years have been very questionable.
Well, they're so, and the thing is, and Caro will understand my rant here. They're so hell bent on being politically correct and doing the right thing that they don't even pay attention to the story sometimes, because they did a really and not well received, and I don't think hardly anybody saw it. They tried to do a gunslinger movie of Stephen King's Dark Tower series.
Yeah.
And so they made, and this is nothing against the actor because he's a great actor, but they made the gunslinger, who is supposed to be like a Clint Eastwood type guy,
Cranky old white man.
black guy.
Yeah, Idris Elba. Yeah,
And the problem is that the dynamic between him and the black woman character does not work anymore.
No.
Because she has a split personality, and one of her personalities calls him a honky mofo, and this,
Yeah, that
doesn't
side of her super pro black.
right. So that doesn't work anymore,
Well,
And-
notice they didn't put any more movies out because they're like, we broke it, guys. We have to stop
right.
here.
And they could have done so much with that series,
oh yeah.
and they didn't.
Well, it's like with the Wuthering Heights, Heathcliff is such an inferiority issue because he's not treated the way he thinks he should be because of his racial background. And you take that away, okay, so now he's just an angry white English guy.
Right.
If you're gonna take a
Breaking
classic
class.
and you're gonna tweak it, you're gonna play with it, right? Like Pride and Prejudice, Bridget Jones' Diary. It's literally the same fucking story, right? But the way that it was told through the Bridget Diary made it absolutely charming and completely hilarious, and like middle-aged women like across everywhere were like, this is me counting calories and wine and everything. And yeah, and I thought it was absolutely brilliant of them that when they did the movie adaptation, they actually got the actor who played BBC, Mr. Darcy, and he did it like, yeah, he did great. Like it was that was perfect, right? But the changes that they did while following like the essence of the story had its own flavor and charm enough that you didn't care when it was going off and doing other things. Like I don't know if you guys have ever read book 2, but like in book 2, like her mom, like, goes off to have like some weird fling with the foreign guy. Yeah. And like her dad's at home being like, I don't know what to do. Cause that didn't happen in the Bennett household. Cause like, I'll tell you what, like if Mrs. Bennett like took off and went crazy, like her husband would be like, well, I'm going to have some port.
I know. Mr. Bennett would have
I'm
been
just
thrilled.
gonna drink about this at home and not think.
Yeah.
Probably move in with Lizzie.
But yeah, if you're gonna do a retelling, do it like that with that much flavor and classiness, right? I say classiness.
Or
but
have you seen Bride and Prejudice, the Bollywood?
no, I haven't.
No.
It is so good. It is hilariously good. But the thing is that, okay, it's a modern Bollywood Pride and Prejudice, but they get the relationships between all the characters right. So you have And they make this sort of, there's a class tension between Darcy and I forget what her name is. It's not
Elizabeth.
Yeah, but
Don't worry, I know everything about this book. You're fine.
No, but in Bride and Prejudice, she has an Indian name, not but there is a class tension, but there's also a he's English, she's Indian, sort of a difference between them too, which works actually as far as the musical goes. So it's good. The way that the sisters are, all of that works out, and there's singing and dancing in it.
I
And
have
that
to watch
works
this.
Well,
I
I
have
think
to watch
I
it.
think when they
It
put
is
it out,
funny. Good one.
I think like when they do a more modern version of a lot of classics, if they don't market it as the class, if they market it as its own thing, so you're not comparing it to, you're not sitting there watching Bridget Jones's Diary and thinking Pride and Prejudice, because it's so engaging and it stands on its own.
Yeah.
It's just when they copy it and they just put it in modern times, it's like, oh, this is a modern Pride.
Well, okay, so consider here's another film that was a modern adaptation. Emma, Clueless is based off of Emma.
Clueless,
Yeah, completely.
And they did that 10 Things I Like About You was another Shakespeare thing, and
It was Chaining of the Crew.
And there was they adapted a lot of old stuff.
I think all these movies were made like roughly around the same time. Yeah. I'll never forget because I was trying so hard to get my husband to like get into Pride and Prejudice. Like I had the BBC TV show, I had the audiobook, I had like the physical book, and I was like, babe, I would really like to engage you in this story that I absolutely love, right? And it wasn't his tempo. And then I found the hook that he was like, okay, I'm gonna listen to this. It was Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies, and let me tell you, it was because when I originally like saw it on the shelf, I was like, this is fucking blasphemy. But then I listened to it for like a little bit, and I was like, this is fucking art.
Yeah.
Well, in my long history of trying to force various male family members to watch period dramas with me, didn't work out. But I found that dudes tend to like Dickens and also Elizabeth Gaskell more. So
my son really did like Pride and Prejudice, so that's like one of the few books of that era that he really enjoyed because he loved the dialogue, the wittiness of the dialogue.
It's so good though, because it's like anytime I have to talk to like a new writer who's trying to figure out how to do dialogue, because I think at some point we all struggle with dialogue, either whether it be in like writing comics or in books, whatever, right? And so I've always told folks that when you have a scene with two characters, your dialogue is a fencing contest, like because you're going back and forth in some shape or form, right? And so I always use the ball scene in Pride and Prejudice because that's like the best fencing that's going on.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny too. Like, I mean, mentioning Bronte's with Jane Eyre too. It's like the best part of Jane Eyre is Jane and Rochester going back and forth. There's a lot of other stuff going on in that story, but it's like that bit is incredible.
Not everybody has their crazy wife in the attic,
I mean, do they? Maybe we still don't know. There could be a crazy wife in my babe. Do you have a wife in the attic? You can't hear me. I'm gonna confirm because I've never been in the attic, so she could be there. This could be Stroganer's cat. Okay.
We do not know.
I did see that the BBC version that they're filming now. There's not going to be a wet Mr. Darcy in his wet white shirt scene. Like
I'm not watching it. Fuck it.
In the 1995 one.
I can see it in my head right now when you said that. I can see it. In my head.
Colin Firth in that shirt. Yeah. They're not going to have that.
It wasn't in the show, but it was, or rather, it wasn't in the text, but it was in the show, and I had no fucking problem with it.
I know that was that. That's what they said. They said, well, it wasn't in the book, so we're not going to put it in.
We like.
The thing is,
except they're making a woke version, so
woke version with no color except for.
Maybe that's what I need to do. I need to do like a rewrite of some kind of classical work in my style. That's what we need to do.
They should. It'd be popular.
I should because
that's my favorite.
I go on the Kindle giveaways, and I don't know how many times I see a modern adaptation of Cinderella. A modern adaptation.
No, okay, now we're not talking about Grim Tales. Grim Tales is like retelling.
No, it's a fan.
That's been done to death.
Yeah. It's like a fanfic, like so a retelling of whatever. Like I
Yeah.
saw
No.
like 3 today, and I was like,
Right.
that story doesn't need to get retold.
It's been done to death, just like the whole Freaky Friday
But-
thing. We're switching
But
bodies.
speaking
Okay,
of
we get it.
speaking of things being taken out of films, and speaking of the chat of North and South, okay, but I
Mm.
do recall, and this is what 5, maybe even going on 10 years ago, watching North and South on Netflix. I was like traveling somewhere and wasn't home with my DVDs, who I love, but watching North and South and realizing that they cut out Mrs. Thornton's lines. So North and South about mill owners in the North, and Mrs. Thornton has this line about the union men and the factory workers, and she's like, "Well, the truth is that some men make themselves to be masters, and other men always seek to tear them down." And that line was cut,
Ooh.
and I'm like,
That's like the most memorable line. Oh,
I mean, yeah. So I'm like, Netflix, what's going on here? I remember that,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
and I don't know if it's
Yay, Amy finished your socks. Yay.
Yay! Yes, I think I will do a Pride and Prejudice Carol version.
I
I've been
think you should.
motivated. This conversation has inspired me. Thank you.
Will it
There's
be
so many
animated?
versions. You got to put your voice out there.
Right?
Yeah, mine will be the best because I'm writing it, and
course
that's the
it is.
attitude you should go in with everything.
exactly.
So speaking of the attitude that you should go in with everything, I actually have to do my Run with Bitches challenge right now, so I have to go.
Okay.
It-
Have
Thanks
fun
for
running.
coming. We missed you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks
We
for
did miss
having
you.
me. Bye, chat. Bye,
Bye.
friends.
Go
Bye.
run with your dogs.
Now I want to read her version.
I know, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Teresa. I moved your man. All right, there he is.
Oh yeah, I remember that one, Adam, the Patrick Swayze North and South, the Civil War series.
Yes.
Yeah.
British North and South, American North and South.
Which
Lots
yeah,
of places have a North.
are two different things. Yeah.
The other historical series that's very good. It's not doesn't take place in England, but was
Who needs to change their smoke
Shogun.
detector? So somebody keeps beeping, I think.
I'm not beeping.
I'm not beeping.
I heard a beep.
Could
No,
be you.
my
Better
smoke
not be me.
detectors have batteries.
Shogun
I
Shogun was a very good historical series
Yeah.
starring Richard Chamberlain when he was young and good looking.
So is the Thornbirds, starring
Yes.
Richard Chamberlain.
Yeah, he was not the best priest though.
Oh. Anyway. So bad, but so good.
And he was also Dr. Kildare.
Yes, he was. Was. So,
Leaders. Bye, Adam. Or were you saying bye to Caro? All planets have a north.
True.
Good to know. You know, it's a shame Neil's not here. He could be hanging out with Adam.
Where's Neil? Neil, you know,
He should have just put sunglasses on and dealt with it like a big boy.
right?
Tina, when she had eye problems, made her own eye patches.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can get them off Amazon.
Oh man. The other day, yes, when we're still working on rearranging everything since the kid came back and everything,
Mhm.
and we cleaned out a drawer, and I was like, "What the heck is this?" It was our stash of masks.
Oh,
COVID.
We tossed all ours.
Well, I still have like an unopened one that I must have
Yeah.
bought for like emergency purposes, but I saved the ones that were like the mesh sarcastic ones and the ones that had like the snarky sayings like "this is not about your health" and stuff like that. Oh, I'm saving these.
Yeah.
People need to know in the future. that
I'm
this-
like, because this will happen again, and I'm gonna need.
Mhm. I had
It's funny.
when I was done with the mask BS, which was, approximately 15 days into it.
So I was done by day
Yeah,
one,
the first
so.
day they wouldn't let me in the grocery store without one. I was done with it.
So then I made a gator because I'm like, this whole thing, and I already have issues with the whole covering your mouth, whatever.
Same.
So I made a gator thing, and it's in my closet so every once in a while when I'm digging through my closet, I find it and I'm like, I should throw this away. And then I'm like, you know what? No, because I
No.
need to be reminded
Yes,
of what
of it all.
they did.
Yeah. I mean, I still have the yarn. Remember the yarn mesh ones I made that had like giant holes in them?
Mm-hmm.
I remember those.
Just so I,
Yeah.
I used to wear those just to make people look, because I was like, they said they wouldn't let you in the store if you didn't have one. I'm like, okay, I have one on, thanks. And I just walk, like, it's sand, and I just walk by them, and they're looking at me like, and I'm like, I've got one on.
Okay, y'all. I was in.
Wasn't
which
it Carrie that had
was
the
Monday?
Batman mask?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember she took video.
I had
Um,
the remember
You
Paul
had
and I
the-
went to, I was
Oh.
I was the
You had the plague
doctor.
doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was Chewbacca, and we walked around the grocery.
Oh, I mean, your
I
kids were
remember that. It
embarrassed.
was so good.
And the kids were like in front of us, and they were like, "Oh my god!"
They were so embarrassed.
Okay, we were in the
Oh.
store. We were in the store on Saturday, and there were 2 people in the store wearing masks.
Yeah, I still see
And I
it
was
all the
like,
time.
okay, I really hope you have. No, I don't mean that way.
No,
I
what you mean.
want to
know
say
what
I
you mean.
hope you have a medical reason.
I hope you have
No.
an actual reason right now.
But
for
I hope
wearing
you
this
have a
mask.
reason, and you're not just being
Right. Right.
paranoid.
Because even prior to COVID, if you had like
Right.
in cancer treatments, you would probably wear them. You know, some
Absolutely.
people did wear masks. You know,
But we didn't see. You hardly
No.
had that here.
no,
I-
like
I-
you know,
I have noticed though an uptick of people on Top Cam wearing masks when they're shoplifting, and it's easier
Yeah.
for the
yeah.
lots of bunch of
Yeah.
people to pick them out and follow them around.
Well, I mean, a lot of stores around here went back to the whole no face covering. You know,
Mhm.
like remember the banks
Yeah.
were like, okay,
The banks, and I was like,
Yeah.
when I go to the bank, I'm like, wait a minute, why am
I was
Really?
triggered when I went to the bank because after working there so long
yeah.
and then going in and seeing people with masks, it was very triggering because you know
Yeah.
that was you're supposed to
Yeah.
be your
you're supposed to be aware of them because
Yeah.
they're going to rob you. Yeah.
now it's everybody walking in the door.
And guess what? Well, during COVID, while everybody was wearing masks, we had a bank that got robbed like twice because the guy was wearing a
Sure.
mask when he went in.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did too, but that's Detroit, so yeah.
But I think a lot of these criminals are realizing they're going to end up on YouTube, and so they try to wear masks. Some of them are so dumb. It's like one was like, "No, she was stealing a $400 Bluetooth speaker from Target," and starts walking out, and she's telling me, "Well, no, I went to my car to see if I had the cash to buy it." Well, why did you take the cart with you? I didn't realize I was pushing the cart.
They're so dumb.
And so the cop's like, "Well, do you have the money in your car?" "No." "Do you have a job?" "Well, yeah, I DoorDash or Instacart. I made $9 today." "So you really weren't going out to the car to get the money to buy the speaker, were you?" No, I really was." "But you just said you didn't have the money." "Well, I wasn't sure." "Okay." He's like, "Well, I think you would know if you had $400 in the car as opposed to not having $400 in the car, but maybe that's just me."
Yeah, the cop cams, ugh, they're just.
I watch a few and then watch something else because it's
I have to stop and. Yeah,
I
'cause
did watch.
otherwise-
Did you see the judge who caught the lawyer who was using AI?
Yes.
That was funny
Uh-huh.
because he cited a bunch of cases, and the prosecuting attorney and her staff had realized that none of the cases actually existed, and if they did, they weren't anything to do with what he said they were. And he's been suspended in Michigan, Maryland, New York, and I guess probably now Georgia. And she was kind of nice how she told him, she's like, sometimes we spread ourselves too thin and we really can't, follow the rules.
Mm.
But when the other guy asked him, about
That
these not being
phrase does
accurate,
sound like she also purred when she said it. That's a very
I mean, honestly,
Well,
that
you
guy
know,
should be disbarred
sometimes.
for that.
Yeah.
He should
I
be
mean,
disbarred.
well, she was reporting him for sanctions, but when the prosecutor asked him about these cases not matching up and did he use AI, his screen went blank.
I mean, he should be disbarred for that. Honestly.
Yeah, oh, I agree.
Not. No.
I saw one where the guy was on pre-trial and he had used cocaine and a bunch of other drugs, and he's like, "But I have a medical marijuana card." And Judge Simpson's like, "Do you have a medical cocaine card
I was
too?"
about to say, do you have a medical cocaine card? Because that's the same thing.
Medical cocaine. What?
No, the guy said because he was tested positive for both, and he was trying to excuse it and say, "Well, I have a medical marijuana card." And the judge is like, "Do you have a medical cocaine card too?"
Passing these out to anybody
Yeah,
now.
no, that's
Yeah.
there's no dispensaries for Coke.
You
No.
could go on Google and get it in like 5 minutes.
Oh, well, the one guy who, it must have been because he was playing softball and some of his friends do Coke and he probably patted him on the back or touched him. And that's how he got the Coke in his system.
Oh, let me tell you.
You know, in my Coke softball league, that
Right.
all the time, always the kids down at the
That
lawn.
goes on in horse racing all the time. People have gotten positives for giving their horses drugs, and they'll say, "Oh, well, you know, my wife or my groom or whatever put such and such on the horse's legs, and that's how they got it." Stop it, okay? Stop.
Doing
We're all in
lines
the
of
same
Coke with the
business.
right
We all
bullets.
do the same thing. Stop it.
Yeah. The judge was not impressed. It was like, she's like, well, first of all, why are you playing softball with people who do drugs when you're on pre-trial
Right?
Yeah.
starters?
Yeah. Step one.
Yeah. And then the ones who keep insisting, and then Judge Simpson, he'll be like, look, I'm going to give you one last chance to tell me
Mhm.
what you were drinking or what you were doing. And they're like, no, I wasn't honest. He's like, okay, go test him. And then they come back and he's like, I gave you a chance. He's like, but your probation's revoked.
Yeah.
Like the NyQuil guy, they calculated he would have had to drink like 9 bottles of NyQuil to be
Mhm.
he'd have been dead basically before he would have ever gotten that drunk. And just the stupidity of people and the lawyers who have to go up there and defend him. And you know, the lawyers don't want to say anything because, you know, they know how stupid it is, but they're just like,
That's their job. Yeah.
The freshest fish.
really, he's a really good person, you know, and he's working really hard and they're all going to start a job on Monday. And it's like the DUI cop ones, they've all only had 2 drinks.
Oh yeah. That's yeah.
Sometimes it's a whole bottle, but
Just two.
which
2
the cop
bottles.
knows because he empty bottles in the cup holder in the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, people are just dumb. Thank God criminals are dumb because if they ever get super smart, we're really in trouble.
Well, they all are experts on the law,
Oh yes,
and they all want to see your supervisor.
yeah, and you can't touch them if you're a male.
Right? Because
And
I have PTSD from a man, and therefore you can't touch me.
I
Well,
love
that's
the
not how it works.
you're under arrest. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. Yeah.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting
I
as a
didn't do
punching and
nothing.
kicking and
I mean,
spitting.
that
You
sounds like I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
That's what they do, basically. Yeah.
They got this one woman the other day, and the cop walks up and to get her driver's license, whatever he can see in the car. He can see the bag of marijuana and right there inside the door of the car. Right, he sees her doing something around her crotch area, and so he pulls her out of the car,
Always.
whatever, and you see something hanging down, and she's insisting it's her dirty tampon.
Oh,
And he's like, pull it out, and she's like, yeah, it's a tampon, it's dirty tampon. No, it was a bag of drugs that she stuck up in her shorts, thinking that she could get away from.
Gross.
But he watched her stick it up her short, so he knew what it was.
Like, guess what, ma'am? You're still gonna get strip searched at some
And,
point.
and they pulled it out, and the other cops, wow, they make powdered tampons.
Now with more cotton.
did you see the one that had like 8 kids in her car in the Tesla?
No.
She wrecked the car. Yeah, they pulled her over and she didn't have this, didn't have that, you know, she's got 8 kids in a car. And so she drove off and she wrecked the car. And it's like this scene where they're all on the side of the road. There's another adult laying there, and then there's kids crying, all the kids crying, 6, 7 kids crying. This one, it's just chaotic. It's just stop.
Yeah.
Stop being so chaotic. And I
The
can't
one-
stop watching it. It's like,
The one I saw, did I send you the one about the doctor?
Like it's
Who- or-
programming you for something.
The doctor who his wife told TSA not to let him fly because he had too much
Yes.
spinning.
yes.
She said, don't let him on the plane. And
I'm
he
like,
flipped out because he insisted he wasn't drunk. He doesn't get drunk. He's not drunk. And he's getting loud and aggressive. And he's going toe to toe with the cop. And the cop's like, no, you're not flying. The airline said you're not flying. well, get me a supervisor. The supervisor, you're not flying. We can't make them make you fly if they put you on the list. And he's pissed at his wife because, she told them not to let him fly. So obviously she knows how he acts when he flies.
Mm-hmm.
And he's screaming, and the whole time in the car from the airport to the jail, he kept asking them to tell him what he did wrong. And he kept referring to him as passenger and driver. And they just ignored him. They didn't answer one thing. And he was the type of person who demands your attention. If you don't pay attention to him, he goes nuts. And he went ballistic in the back of the car. Like, what did you arrest me for? What did you arrest me for? Passenger, tell me what you arrested me for. And he went on for like 10 minutes and they just did not say a word. And this guy.
They have way more patience than I do.
I know.
Yeah. And we sit there and watch it, and David, the whole time, he's like, tase him.
No,
right away.
They don't tase nearly enough.
Right. That's what he said.
It's
Tase
a
him.
report. They gotta write it up.
I mean, don't tell him you're going to tase him. Just tease him. Don't give him a warning. I do like when the canines go for him, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because then they're always like, such a good boy. You're such a good boy.
They let him loose. You're going to get bit.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
they
the
warned him like 15 times.
I know. The one guy got bit in the butt from the dog. He's like, get it off me. And then the cop looked at him like, in a minute.
That's what he does. That's his job.
The other day, I caught a snippet of live patrol, whatever it's called anymore. And they did the thing we had in Slidell a couple weeks ago. These two guys that stole like a ton of meat from like Walmart and Sam's, like steaks and stuff. And they pulled them over because they had like, I don't know, broke a taillight or something, whatever. And then they were all acting all squirrely. And then the cops are taking, and they lay out all this meat, and they're just like, oh my God, where's the kids? There's so much, it was like $1,600 of meat or something like that.
Wow. That's crazy.
And they're like, man, you didn't invite us to the cookout. And then here, I'm sure it's like that in most places, but the fire department and the police department, of course, have like a major rivalry. So then when the police posted it, the fire department was like, dude, we know y'all took that home. Where's the cookout? You didn't invite us. And then they start going back and forth with each other. So then the Slidell PD brought like 2 steaks to the fire department. They were like, here, boys, y'all can split that. And like not from the hall, but they actually bought them steaks,
Right.
And
It's funny.
they just always going at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them are just so dumb. Like the shoplifters, it's like they come up with these totally ridiculous stories, and they all have kids suddenly when the cuffs come on, and they can't breathe. And the one, she couldn't breathe as soon as the cuffs came on, and the cop's like, I didn't realize that putting cuffs on would affect your lungs so much.
Well, you're screaming, so I guess you can
Well,
breathe.
that's the other one. Like, you're talking and you're screaming, you're fine. And then the paramedic came over, and she's like, I can't breathe. He goes, well, you're screaming, you're fine. And they're just like, they get so dramatic. It cracks me up. Like they think if they make a big enough scene, they're going to let him go.
Right.
Like, no, that's not how it works.
Nope. Yeah, it's crazy. And entertaining as hell.
DUI people, some of them are so. DUI should be a serious felony. I don't care if you hurt somebody. Every time you get caught, it should be a felony because you're lucky you didn't kill somebody.
Right.
And some of these states, it's like barely a misdemeanor.
I've met people even here in a lot of places I've lived. You go to places and usually the bartenders, they're like, oh yeah, I've had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 DUIs. What?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't had one. Now,
we're professionals.
I can understand if somebody gets one because
time and place,
whatever. But you better not get that second one.
Right.
And for God's sake, don't do it when your kids are in the car.
No,
I mean, I don't even understand one at this point because now we have Uber and Lyft and
right.
Well, that's what the one judge said the other day.
Are, like, if you have 2 glasses of wine, you could be over the limit. I'm just saying.
Right.
Like there's,
Yeah, you got to know your body type and your.
But if you get one, fine. You better not get that second one.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're saying they've gotten 4 or 5 or 6 of them. What?
Yeah, I don't know how because here, if you get like I know, like, depending on how they are and when they are,
Hmm.
they won't necessarily go to jail for permanently for 3, because it depends on, because after so many years, whatever, it does stuff away,
Drops
blah
off,
blah
yeah.
blah, this and that. But that, I think there was a lady one time. I want to say she killed somebody.
Oh,
I want to say she killed somebody, and she was not like 50. I mean, she was like in her 20s or something like that, maybe 30, and it was like her 6th one.
oh,
And everybody was like,
no,
"What the hell? How did she
Right.
get to 6?
right,
Like, how did?" Because I think she had a license. I don't think it was that she didn't have a
Right.
license. She wasn't illegally driving. She just kept getting DUIs.
that's
And I'm like,
happens. Yep.
she wasn't
I
old
want-
enough. She wasn't old enough for enough time to have passed to do away with one. And not everywhere it's like that. Some places they don't ever do away with
Yeah.
them. But I
I
think it
want
depends
to
on what
say
you
the
do.
rule in South Dakota is it's 3 and they take your license, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
They should take your license after the second one. I'm sorry.
here they
don't know
definitely
what
don't
You
take
didn't
your
learn
license.
You didn't
Should.
learn anything.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Half of them drive without one. So
And
Yeah.
I don't know
well.
if everywhere. I don't know if everywhere does the thing in the vehicle.
the interlock.
Yeah, because here you can do the interlock thing. So I think if you get to like 2 or 3, they'll let you drive, but you're only supposed to drive to work, and you have to do the thing,
Yeah.
and you have to pay for it. And now they're like really fancy with like a camera that watches you and everything, because Paul
Prove that it's you
sometimes
who
will,
did it. Yeah.
Paul will sometimes he'll get vehicles that have it in there. And the first couple of times he got some, he's like, I don't know how the hell to start this thing. So he had to like call the people and be like, okay, this vehicle's in for service. Can
But
you?
then they'll get somebody to
You know?
breathe into it for them if they're hardcore.
Yeah. Well, that's why they
Right,
put
but
the
that's why
cameras
the
in now.
camera,
Right.
the camera watches them. So
Right.
if,
That's
if
why they
that
had
happens,
to do that. Yeah.
if that happens, then you violated the probation,
Yeah.
and then you lose your,
I saw one in Judge Simpson where the father got the son to breathe into his for him.
yeah,
Like
that's just crazy. No,
then there was one the lady had cut off her scram tether, her GPS tether. She claimed that she had been kidnapped, and the man who kidnapped her cut it off. And then she got a new one, but she never paid for it, so it was never turned on. And the judge is like, "Well, do you have one active?" And she's like, "Well, I have one." It's like, "Yes, but is it active?" No. Well, then you don't have one, because just because it's on your wrist or your ankle doesn't mean anything if it doesn't actually work.
Right.
And she's like, "Well, I was kidnapped, and the guy took it off me." Like, did you report that kidnapping to the police? No.
That's what they do.
Okay, then.
Kidnappers are worried about your. Stop it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Between knitting podcast and true crime and cop cams, and occasionally movies, older movies,
Old movies, not new movies.
because new movies are not entertaining.
Nope.
No. All right, we good for tonight? I think we're winding down
Yeah.
Yeah, nearing the 2-hour mark.
and
Yeah. We are.
slaving away on those coffins.
I have to, man.
How many rows or columns of them do you need for your blanket?
I'm not sure exactly. Several until it becomes square is kind of my goal.
Okay.
I haven't put an exact number on it, but I'll keep checking.
And then you will cast out
sure-
another one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I laid it on the ground, I could quickly fold it over and see.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to cast on as soon as I eat dinner, and then I will cast on. I'm very excited.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to see what you make.
My colors are brighter than yours, but
I think that'd be cool though, and especially do contrast.
well, mine are like jewel tones
Yeah, that'd be cool.
and one lighter gray to kind of pop in there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
See, that's why I just did a single coffin, because I'm like, I really would rather just do a scrappy thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just
Well,
gonna, like, as I have DK, I'm just gonna.
I
Do
think
one.
when I'm done, I'm going to do single crochet around it and a reverse single crochet to help keep it shaped because it's garter.
Okay.
And I don't want to do I-cord.
The DK didn't look. It looked. Oh, you mean the whole shebang?
Yeah, the whole shebang, the whole
Oh,
blanket.
shebang. Okay, yeah, 'cause the coffin itself laid flat.
Oh no, the coffin's fine, but it's all garter, so it's gonna
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah.
So I figured if I put a firm enough edge around it, then
I am
And I'm not doing I-cord that big.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of doing the I-cord if I do the next one though, because that would be fun. That'd be interesting.
You got a very different definition of fun, Pink.
Well,
Me too.
it's not bad though, because
I mean, I-cord's not
the-
that bad, but I don't want to do a whole blanket of it, you know?
yeah, but the
So-
thing is, it's just the edge of the blanket. So you'll do it when you cast on along the one side,
Yeah.
and then as you'll have to do a little
Oh.
I-cord as you make each next one, and then pick up
Yeah.
from there, and then a little I-cord along the top. So the middle of it's totally fine, and then you have to do it along the end.
You know, just saying a little I-cord multiple times doesn't
Yeah,
make
but
it any
at
less
the end,
little
yeah,
I-cord.
that's-
Well, in my head, there's a lot of garter in the middle, and the little I-cord
You're right.
and the
there's
edge
a lot of
is
garter in the middle.
proportionally.
Hence why I'm going to
to
single crochet around the edge.
But
Right.
but zero I-cord is better than little
No.
I-cord.
The
It's so
I-cord,
good when you're done. Yeah.
but
Oh, they
the
do look good when
I-cord
they're done.
that you're
does
casting
look good.
on your own. Okay, so the I-cord along the side is super easy because that's just slip as you go I-cord, and then
True.
you have the little bit you cast on as you do each row, a small amount of I-cord. You cast that on, you knit the row, and then you cast off I-cord on the top, which will only be like, if you do 2 at a time, it's not. It's going to be little segments and then a lot of garter, and then little segments and then a lot of garter, and then
It's
little.
like baby
But-
I-cord if you need to practice.
Yeah.
Better. Okay, but then at the end you'll do the top of the I-cord, right? At the end you'll
Well,
do the
you
top.
could cast off I-cord and then put a stitch marker in it, and then when you're done with the next one, you can cast off I-cord and put a stitch marker. So
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I'm just making a single, so I got nothing.
Are you doing yours DK or are you doing your
I
speed
did
rate?
I did the sample in DK, the test, and then I did the crochet one in DK too, and I got it to be about the same size.
Ooh, I would like to see the crochet
So
pattern
for
at some
Anne's
point.
purposes, it should be now. It won't. Her directions involve hooking it together. I just did the coffin, so
Yeah.
you'd have to join them still. So
Yeah, but join as you go crochet is not bad.
it was half double, so it'd be a little fiddly to do join as you
Oh.
go crochet.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Yeah.
then you just sew them all together.
Yeah, you just seam them, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could join them together, but again, that's my whole premise of I don't want to plan. I can't trust the randomness.
So you're doing them. Yeah, you're gonna do
So
them all.
I would
and then set
Make
'em
them
out.
all and then lay them all out and see how it goes. But I did it in half double to get it about the same size, and density is the garter. So
Right. Very exciting. Cassie,
which Anne did not ask me to do. I just said, "Here, I did this." Yeah.
Cassie says get one of those I-cord hooks and pick up the edge. I have one of them with a super fiddly,
Yeah.
and she wants to see the crochet version.
Mm,
Well,
yeah.
that's up to Anne because it's her pattern. I think is intended to be paid. So.
Yeah.
Be
it's all right though. I'll stick it in there.
a
So I
freebie
will-
with the paid pattern.
I will be starting later. So
Mhm.
now that I figured out which version I'm going to do,
I might make one for Alyssa.
because I was thinking of just doing the pieces and then stitching them together, and then I thought that's a lot of stitching together.
You could also do it worsted and it'd be bigger, and then there's less coffins and less stitching. You know.
That's true. But I have DK, so well,
no, I
Rio.
understand other people if they want to make
Yeah.
a bigger blanket,
Yeah.
do worsted.
Cassie's testing it too, so I'll give it to her.
Yeah. So, but I think I'm going to do the edge section and then do a strip and then just keep adding,
Yeah.
knitting and stripping and adding them together as I go. Because I'm not.
Yep.
I might try the intarsia type just to see because it might end up being easier. I don't know.
I mean, as I said before, I like it, and it feels like I'm getting more done. I mean,
Well, because you're doing a wider section each time.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. So it's less flipping back and forth then.
Yeah.
And
That's a lot of different yarns that you have going at the same time, though.
yeah, I mean, it's 2, and they don't get too tangled up as you go, and you cut it enough times so that even if they did.
The other reason I don't do blankets like that is it tends to feel like once you get it going and it's enough size, then it tends to weigh it down and kind of mess up the gauge. But maybe that's just me. Like how when I do the corner to corner blankets, I'm using a smaller hook. 'Cause
Yeah.
The weight of the blanket pulls it down.
Yeah.
So,
Just wondering where
I haven't made enough blankets to test that.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to end up blocking this because I don't depending on how big it ends up being. So I've only made blankets in acrylic, so I've never had to worry about flocking before.
You don't have the big play foam puzzle piece thingies?
I do, but I don't have a floor space big enough to.
Oh.
Because
I
when we got the new recliners, our old recliners are in that space, till we can get them taken away.
I
Broken.
usually draw on the dining room table, or I'll do it on my bed. Because
I don't have a dining room table.
your bed's queen size, so or king or
Yeah.
king or queen or full or whatever. So
Yeah, it's king size. I just
so
have to move.
I'll put the foam mats down, and then I mean you gotta make sure you don't if you're pinning it, you don't poke the mattress or whatever. But then I usually have to put something on top of whatever I'm blocking, because then the cats go lay on it. So
Yeah.
I know
So it's
for large garter things, I normally end up like laying a couple of towels on the ground. And
yeah.
Yeah. I
fluffing
just
it out.
don't have a lot of open floor space right now.
The only other thing they say is if you're gonna use towels, is put plastic between them so it does something. I don't know why. I forgot why it said to do that.
I just put them on towels when I block
Trash
stuff.
or something, but I don't block it soaking wet. I've squeezed it pretty good. So
Well,
I
yeah,
don't use
I
my
mean,
bed too because the fan's right above it.
Well,
then
a lot of things I'll put in the dryer and do the,
nothing goes in the dryer anymore in my house.
depending on what it is, and then that gets a lot of just to spin it for like 30 seconds or whatever, and that gets the most of the water out.
Nope.
And
Now
then
if it's small enough, I will spin that bad boy in my salad spinner.
Well, yeah, I have one of those. Yeah.
Cassie's
Not
doing
like
the worst.
crazy. Not like
Cassie's
aggressive
doing the
like-
worsted weight,
Oh, there
so
you
hers
go.
will be a little bigger. Yeah. See, I don't know how many I'll do. I've got to knit a couple of them and then see how they work up.
Right.
Excuse me. Sorry.
But I liked your suggestion of using a little bit smaller hook so they're tighter, so that it won't stretch as much. And I'm thinking, gee, what would Neil use?
I know. When I did one version, the first version where the numbers didn't work, I did like a 5 needle, I think, on DK, and I was like, "Oh, that's much too loose." And
Yeah, I'm
then
using a 4.
I think I went down to a 4, and I think the crochet. I don't remember. Ann, did I do a G hook? I think I put it on there, but I did. But I'm like super loose, so I have to go way down.
Well, hopefully lots of people will buy the pattern and want to knit it, especially during the Puritanical Knitting Fun Run, because it's on
Excited I
theme.
just did these socks on 0. And it's not like they're like bulletproof.
She's thinking of using a US 7 for the worsted. That makes sense. I'm using a 4 for DK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty loose. I'm a hoe.
Now, don't say those. Then Craftsnark's going to get mad and say that you're mocking sex workers and women who
Craftsnark
like to
can
sleep
shove it.
around. And then you're
Yes.
not being a feminist, Amy. You're misandry because you're against women who sleep around a lot.
If you is a hoe, you is a hoe. It is what it is. If you want to be a hoe, be a hoe. That's fine. Embrace your hoe-ness.
No.
Be proud of it.
Just acknowledge the fact it is
But-
what it is.
Don't be mad when people call you a hoe. So, I mean, it'd be better for you if you don't be a hoe. But if you want to be a hoe, can't stop you.
So there are plenty out there that do.
Just like
You know,
Craftsnark's been boring.
I know. They just maybe they're all knitting.
No, I think they're just
No.
lazy.
Well, that.
No.
And they had one the other day. Was it the Harry Potter one?
Mm-hmm.
Or the Jewish woman, because
Oh yeah,
God
going off the
forbid she
Jewish
be a
woman.
Jewish woman.
Yeah, because somebody went to Universal Studios and saw the Harry Potter world.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know, a lot of these people secretly love Harry Potter still, and
Yeah.
a lot of them go on vacation and go there, but
Yeah.
they don't tell people, and they're all
Right.
going to watch that HBO show and pretend
Yeah.
that they don't, and call out people who do,
they're gonna like log out and make sure it's not in their history and like erase.
Right.
and then they're going to call out people who post about it publicly, because it meant so much to them, and it was saved their childhood and whatnot. But we don't like the author, so let's just pretend it didn't
Look,
exist.
somebody said the other day that Sam Elliott was a shill for Camel Toe. Guess what? He don't need to talk for my purposes. So I mean, I could still like him. So
He can be pretty and dumb.
yeah, lots of people are
Nope.
pretty
Many
dumb.
are.
So yeah, I don't
You
have
know?
to agree with you to like your entertainment.
Though I am interested in because with the Harry Potter show, I didn't know this that they're doing full cast audiobooks at the
Yeah,
same time.
they are.
Which is interesting.
But the audiobooks are being done by somebody else.
Oh, really?
Like there's different actors doing the audiobooks.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Weird.
That's
I thought it
not
was them.
good.
Maybe it's a different because no, it was the audiobooks. It wasn't the video game because they were talking. I read an interview with some actor who was playing some role, but he wasn't in it because I thought, oh, that person's in the TV show, and I looked up and it was the audiobook.
Hmm.
Oh, well, I can disagree with them and still watch their entertainment unless they
Yeah.
come out and tell people who disagree with them not to
Right.
watch them. And then I
Right.
honor their request and I don't watch
I mean,
them.
if you're super ridiculous, sure, I won't watch you. But I'm also
you
not
don't-
gonna let when you were in the past and you were a sane person and you weren't saying this crazy stuff, I'm not gonna throw away the stuff you made. So
No, I mean, Tom Cruise was nuts when he was jumping up and down on Oprah's
Right.
sofa and going after Brooke Shields. But I really enjoyed Top Gun Maverick. So,
right.
Right.
You
He's
just
one
have
I
to-
tend to not watch just because I don't want to fund Scientology, but
yeah. They're
But I
going to
don't
get
care
their
if
money
other people
either
do.
way. They're going to get their money either way. And yeah, he funds them, but he also does a lot for charity and for his crew and stuff. So some of his money goes other places. But yeah, didn't they find what's her name the other day? I saw a thing where they found Miscavige. What's her name?
Shelley
Yes.
Miscavige?
Yes. I saw something saying that she was found from
What?
one of her daughters or something.
Oh.
I saw Jenna went on a podcast, but that's his niece.
Well, I saw
She's-
somebody say that she had been found. I didn't
Really?
watch it. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but they said she'd been
Tabitha,
found.
you're slacking.
Tabitha,
Come
get on this. Yeah.
This,
I don't know.
this should be like conversations we know about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I would have thought I would have seen that because I follow Leah Remini and all that. And
Right.
I know Jenna
That would have
was
been
going
big news. That should
Yeah,
have
that'd
been
been
big,
big
news. Yeah.
Jenna was going on a podcast, but she's long been left and
Oh,
wrote
never-
books and everything.
maybe it wasn't her because I
You
can't
sure it
find
wasn't
an article.
Jenna? You sure it wasn't Jenna talking about Shelley? Because that would be her aunt. And I
But the
remember the
title,
podcast.
but the title said she was found, so I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe this
but
that
you
might just be a clickbait to get you.
yeah,
to
all the
listen
ones.
to it.
Oh, this guy died today. No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 All
Or
right.
maybe she was found because Scientology put out a statement that, oh yeah, she's fine, because they've been doing that. They've been saying, oh yeah, she's fine,
Okay.
she's at home.
This
she's
is-
doing-" But nobody's physically seen her since some wedding. I forget what wedding it was, but
It was
like
a long time
2 years ago. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
2 years ago.
way more than 2 years ago.
Way more. Yeah.
Last public sighting was 2007.
Yeah, so I
Well,
thought it was
yeah,
like I
that's
thought it was like
8 years ago,
2007.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Oh.
know. It was on YouTube. Maybe
ago.
somebody was
18
just
years
making.
ago.
18
Maybe-
years. No,
No.
girl is not with us anymore, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, I thought it was weird that it was only I only saw one mention of it. So
Yeah, that maybe that was like I said, they said that she was found, or the person was talking about a previous time that whatever, because there was a past with her leaving and trying to get away and then bringing her back. So
Do
I don't
not
think she-
join a cult.
I don't
That's
think
the
she
message for me.
survived the last time that they recaptured her. So
Okay.
uh,
That's my message for today.
I've been reading all
Not
the
join
cult
a cult.
pamphlets
don't
lately.
join the cult. Yeah,
That's
Don't join a cult.
not even an
every
Indian
time I'm
cult.
at the supermarket, man. It's just the cult pamphlet table just calls to me.
Right.
Don't join a knitting cult either.
it's really creepy.
Right,
There's this
Nicole?
dude in LA or San Francisco, wherever, where they have the flagship stuff, and he'll stand outside of them and he'll video them and show them it's actually really sneaky how they do it to these young people and the tourists and stuff. Like they don't even say it's Scientology. It's like almost like MLM. They never say
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Scientology.
It's
And
total
it's usually like, do you want to come take this personality test?
Right.
Or do you want to whatever, and it's very vague or whatever. And then once they get them in the door, it's crazy how hard it is for the person to get back out the door. It's like picture an MLM, used car salesman, corrupt preacher,
Yeah.
on crack, had a line of coke. Like, I mean, it's just that's how severe they are.
Uh-huh.
And they will not once they go in the doors, they will not open the doors to anybody else, the public. Only the Scientology people can pass through the doors with, they'll have like a little opening of like where the front desk is, and then once you get past that, that's it. You're not just walking in there unless they get you to come in there and you agree to do their stuff. So like if you're filming or you're like, I'm looking for my daughter, you can't get in there.
No.
It's
I've
very
been in
creepy.
2 MLMs, and I'm embarrassed that I was in the second one because I didn't see the same,
Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I did one back in the day, and it was like I didn't even realize what it was, and then now I'm
Right.
like, oh my god, yeah, you don't realize
Right.
all the
and
tactics.
that's why I say I'm embarrassed because I should have seen the signs of the second
No,
one.
it's
I didn't.
really, really, really deceptive, and they're very good at it. And
Yeah, they're very good at it. Yeah.
Sadly. All right, peeps, are we good?
Yes, we're
We're
good.
good.
All right. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Ann.
Thanks for being a friend.
me.
Yeah, my husband's family did. His aunt and uncle were big in Amway.
Oh, that's the first one I was in.
it's
Amway.
big in Mormons. It's like
Well, yeah.
Mormons right a call. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was the
it is.
first one. Amway. Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered the first time I went to their house, all their cleaning products were Amway. I'm like,
They're, here's the problem. Okay. Here's the problem with the MLMs. Their products are really good.
Sometimes.
The cleaning products from Amway are super good. Their coffee's really good. Their shampoos are really good. They're, and the other one I'll say was Mary Kay, and their products are really good, but that's how they get you.
Right. But good products don't negate predatory practices.
No,
so.
they don't, but that's how they get you is that their products are really good. So, you're willing to share.
Pyramid scheme with products.
Yep.
all right. We will see everybody next week, and
Guys.
hopefully everyone has a good, healthy week. And
healthy.
hopefully Joan
your
and Neil feel
projects.
better and finish your projects because you've got till the 31st.
Well, you
To
don't have
get-
to finish mine, but tag me and enter them, and then
Yeah.
Summer of Murder. I don't know. Does Tabitha make you finish them?
I don't know. She just says make
Probably.
something.
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I don't think she makes finish. But
I
tag
think
us and get it
it's
done.
just a project with the.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Check her Instagram. She probably
Check
has
Mama
details.
Nuffy's
Cassie's still
spreadsheet.
here.
Check the spreadsheet. Yeah.
Hi,
Um,
Cassie.
And then we could just, have new stuff added to the spreadsheet at some point.
or not. Whatever.
You know.
It is what
All
it
right.
is.
Take care,
All right.
everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.
So long.